fried chicken told me it's good. So I'm thanking them. Gumby give the glory to God. Keep praising them. Got a couple dragons around, chasing them. Jake got them on the scene.
What's going on, everybody? Fire Chicken, Naughty Nate, back here with Kicking It with Chicken and Naughty Nate, episode number 114.
Man, we're getting up there.
Yeah. We've been doing this for a minute now, so it's same thing. We're just kicking it. And that's what we're gonna do tonight. We got a couple of special guests come on tonight. I got one I'm gonna bring on right away, and then we are gonna bring on some more, and we're just gonna hang out. But first, Nate, how you been? Tell me what's been going on. What's new with you?
Man, I've had quite the week. Wednesday night, I was hanging out on the couch, laying down. I have a 73-pound little pit bull. He likes to lay on my chest. And as he was climbing up to lay on my chest, I looked down and his paw went straight into my eyeball, man. Scraped the center of my eye all the way up to my tear duct. I was in the ER for about 6.5 hours. I was blind for about 3 days. I had to put some ointment type lube stuff. They had to squirt it in my eye, kept my eye closed. It was a mess, man. And it was just like a simple little accident. And it blinded me. So Friday night free for all was interesting. I sparred with one eye. So I don't want to hear any excuses about not training, guys. Okay, one eye. I went and trained, threw my depth perception way off, so I got my butt kicked quite a bit. But it was a fun experience, Man,
as a former welder, I can attest to eye injuries. Actually, boxing too. I had my worst eye injury was from boxing, and I still have a dot in my vision that I see from boxing. But as a welder, I would periodically get pieces of metal in my eye. And you can get that. You can either get that shot in by, using a grinder, which I had safety glasses on. But I think the reason that it happened most of the time was metal particles, that kind of stuff that can get in your hard hat. They can fall and then you rub your eye, and then you have this, a lot of times I could just take a Q-tip and kind of like get it out of there. But there was one time I actually had to go to the optometrist, and they had to take this little thing that looks like a golf club, like a wedge, and they scoop it out of your eye. Yeah, it sounds worse than it sounds way worse than it is, to be honest. Because and then the worst part is when they bring the drill out, because they got to get rid of.
You got to hear that, dude.
You got to, and then you hear and feel the vibration of it. And what they're doing is they're trying to take any rust out of your eye, and then they put some medicine in it and stuff, and then they tell you to put a contact in. And I don't wear glasses ever, and I don't wear contacts. So the hardest part about the whole ordeal was me trying to put a contact in. And I remember I don't remember what concert it was, but I went to a concert a day later, and I had this contact in one eye, and my vision was all blurry. So I'm standing there half the time with one eye open, because it's bugging me so much. Yeah.
That's the funny thing too. Yeah. I had that little lazy look where you're just kind of, trying to open your eye and just sitting there all half open. Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. But I'm not going to complain too much, considering you had all that stuff happen to your eye. But that's what happened to me this past week. How about you, man? How was your, Halloween? We had a pretty awesome Halloween event, and then
we did the family thing. I dressed up and went out with the kids, and we hit some neighborhood trick-or-treating. We hit we hit some other places. We hit a candy carnival. We hit downtown trick-or-treating. We had a good time, lots too much candy. I ate too much candy. I didn't feel good. But it was a good time. Yeah, that was last Friday. But the weekend before, we were together for the October 25th event.
Oh man,
and, we'll talk about that in a minute. But right after that, I went to the WFC 182 Emerald Queen Casino Pro-Am cage fights. And man, I'll tell you what, first off, I was beat. I was already beat. I got up at 7 something in the morning. I got out to the yard outside for the fights at like 8:30. And I didn't sit down until I got in my car at 5 o'clock at night to go to the casino.
Yeah,
And
you left straight from the event. Like,
yeah,
would you just change and then you went
I
right
just
right
changed,
to
put some
WS?
deodorant on
Yeah.
and grab my change of clothes and stuff to
Oh,
bring for the
man.
next day. But yeah, so the fights were awesome. Like they put me up cage side and they put me next to this guy that I've met before. In fact, I'd listened to him a lot of times too. It's he's up from that show, The Men's Room, Ted Smith.
Ted
Super
Smith,
awesome guy.
yeah.
I mean, he's been out to the yard before. Ted Smith, we got a lot in common. He's actually done a boxing match at one point. And so, as we were kind of hanging out, having some drinks and stuff, cage side, watching some amazing fights, doing some promos with people, getting pictures. We were talking about like maybe Ted Smith come out and do a boxing match. So
Oh, hell yeah.
that's a possibility. Ted Smith versus Cam is what we're trying to hook it up with. Cam, he does a lot of the stuff out for the casino at the Emerald Queen. He does a lot of their social media stuff, and super awesome guy. But and then we even talked about having like special guest referees and all that stuff. But yeah, like there's a lot there. I don't know. We were all drinking. Who knows?
Really cool stuff in the works for the scrapyard is what it sounds like, man.
Well,
That's awesome.
Like the scrapyard has been doing pretty good.
I saw the numbers. We've jumped.
I mean, everyone's like, "Oh man, we're gonna crash and burn and all this stuff." And I mean, in the last 4 days, we picked up 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. I mean, we're doing
Podcast is killing it. Just kidding.
it's this podcast.
It's the podcast for sure.
Either way,
Oh,
people are tuning in. People like what we're doing, and we just have something that a lot of people love. So it doesn't matter if there's a name change or whatever. People are still going to tune in. I know that there were some people that were kind of weird about the whole thing, that might have broken relationships with and that kind of thing. But I mean, honestly, like, if your parents break up, you can love them both. You don't have to just pick one. And a lot of people have just kind of said, you know what, I love you both. I'm going to keep watching both your stuff. And that's all that I would like. I don't want to lose people.
Of course. Yeah. We're trying to provide, quality entertainment for everybody. And we hope everybody enjoys that. So yeah. We're all about positivity and like I said, as a community, building each other up. I had some experiences with that this week too. I met quite a few promoters this week, and they all seemed really cool. Like the Northwest fight community is pretty small. So once you start, getting out there and meeting some of these individuals, you'll start to see how welcoming it is. It's pretty cool.
Right.
Really.
You know what? I met a couple at the casino that were Sway City Muay Thai.
They got a podcast.
Yep. He was cool. He was cool as shit. I met what's his name? Drew Brokenshire. I had a good conversation with Drew. Super cool guy. Like he asked me if I'd like to, stop on out at his gym over in Tacoma. I might actually do that. I've been wanting to kind of get back into jiu-jitsu a little bit, and but for the most part, like when I meet somebody or they've been out to the scrapyard, positive stuff. I don't think that there's anybody that's been out to the yard that is like maybe a gym or whatever that has too much negative to say about us, unless maybe they didn't like the way the decision went or something like that. But
yeah, you can't make everybody happy.
It's practice. Come on. Like we're not.
I think you're 100% right on that, bro. Honestly, I think the scrapyard's getting to the point where that the notoriety of it being like a really positive atmosphere is getting out there. Like the word's out, man. And there's not a lot of stuff people can really say about it, like negative,
Right.
And there's not gyms out there that are trying to say negative stuff about it either, considering like you've had so much attention that the scrapyard has provided, and it's such positive attention. I think if a gym comes at you sideways, it's kind of like, what's up with that gym? You know what I mean?
I did have a couple people come sideways at me, and looking back and talking to other people, I found out why, and it's not us. I just say that, but I think there's enough. growth for everybody out there to have. And you don't need to like shield people from it. You work with people, you help them grow, they help you grow, mutual. It's better to have just a good positive relationship with these gyms and these people that are fighting out of the gyms. I'm not trying to get into your gym, guys. If you're a promoter or a gym owner and you're watching this right now, we're not trying to get into your gym to take your fighters. We don't want to force, how do I say this? We don't want to put people in a position where like they feel like we're trying to get them to fight for us, because we have a lot of people signing up to fight for us. But one thing I will tell you is when people do come out and sign up and they fight for us and they're looking for a gym afterwards, I mean, I'm going to be like, hey, you're in Vancouver, go check out Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu. But if like, for instance, there was a gym in Maple Valley, that's a random place. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If there's a gym there and the gym owner doesn't like us, I'm not going to tell people to go to that gym.
Well, why would you? I mean, it's your recommendation. If you're having, a bad relationship with that individual, you're not going to recommend that because that's your experience with that person,
Yeah.
I think that's normal. I think when other gyms start coming out to the scrapyard too, I think that they're going to see that you really are about, helping each other build. I mean, I know I can say firsthand, Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu has gotten a ton of notoriety thanks to the scrapyard. We've had multiple competitors in the events that have said Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu that has only brought us in more people to be a part of our community. Quick shout out to Skidmark. He was a competitor in the last event. He came today and went and trained with me. And, last week I had Connor there. He was another scrapyard competitor in not this past event, but the event before that. And
you had Tracy KO Blue.
Yeah, we have Blue coming through a couple times now. He's come out. We've had tons of guys that have traveled. Punisher traveled all the way from Canada to come and train with us prior to the event. And these are all individuals that we're meeting from the scrapyard that see what we're doing and see how our guys are training and conducting themselves, and they want to be a part of it. I mean, there's a lot of independent fighters out there that are looking for these types of communities, and they want it on a regular basis. So if your gym fits that community slot, I mean, come out and meet some people, man.
Yeah. I tell the gym owners to like, hey, come out. I know we don't do the spectator thing, but like if it's a pathway for me to give people to go and train at a good gym, then it's worth it, because it's there's always people coming to me and they're like, I live in this area, like, who do you suggest? Like, right here, I got you. This is who you go to. I mean, we're feeding the fighter pool out here, because people are seeing like the iShow Speed thing or the Mighty Mouse thing, and they're like, oh man, I want to get on that. And then they're like, man, I really like the community, but I need to really learn how to fight. Where do I go? So we're feeding the fighter pool here in the Pacific Northwest. And I'm saying it now. I've said it before, but I'll say it again now. I know we will have somebody go into the UFC someday that has been in the scrapyard.
100%.
We already have people right now that are undefeated pro fighters, at least 3 undefeated pro fighters, and at least 5, 6, 7 fighters that are, pro. Terrifier's going pro. I think next weekend.
That's awesome.
Like something like that. His first pro fight. But
these are all competitors that got their start from the scrapyard, that started here. That's huge. You got to remember, the scrapyard is only 5 years old. So for having guys that are coming and getting their beginning here at the scrapyard and then turning pro within that 5 years, that's huge, guys.
Yes, the scrapyard is not even in kindergarten yet, and it is already doing crazy things. Imagine how it'll be when it can learn how to drive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, give it another 10 years, guys, and the sky's the limit. I mean, one of the things that's happening with this networking stuff that's being provided is it opens up opportunities for everybody involved. Competitors, gym owners, coaches, promoters, other events. I mean, we're not against other events. That's the thing too. It's like, it's not a competition for us. We're a happy community, and we're here to support everyone.
Grow together.
We just share a passion for martial arts, guys. And I think once you come out to the community, you'll realize that they were just a bunch of individuals that really love to get together and beat each other up and help build each other up, you know?
Yep. So, Nate, we're gonna hold off on talking about the
Yes,
event,
sir.
because I want to get our special guest on here.
Let's do it.
And I know he's limited on time, but I'll wait till he turns his camera on, and then I'll bring him on. Give him a second to do that.
Mhm.
But yeah, the WFC thing, that was really cool.
Shout out Eddie Blackburn. I know
Yes,
it was his
shout out Eddie Blackburn.
last event that he was gonna put on. Is that correct? Right, with the WFC.
That's what he said. Yeah,
He's
and
retiring.
I don't know what the future holds for Eddie, but you know, we support him, and
hell of a last event to go out on, brother. Hell
yeah,
yeah,
it was a great one. It was a great one. I'll bring him on and see. Hey, you there?
Oh, it looks like the mic is off.
I think he's got his mic off.
Yeah.
I can unmute him.
There you go. You there, bro?
Yes, I am. I'm trying to open this camera. Let me see. All right, perfect.
All right, man. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
Of course. Okay, hey guys, my name is Daniel Kapumpu. I post fights of you call me wherever you are, I'll fly to you and throw hands.
So do your signature phrase.
My signature phrase right here, right now.
Yeah, like day number, whatever.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna use scrapyard.
Please do.
Day 54. All right. Day 54, fighting my foes until they put me to sleep. Today's competitor, Scrapyard. Let's run it, baby.
Yes.
Simple and yeah.
That's clean. That's clean, bro.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. So why don't you give us a little bit of your background? How'd you come up with this idea? What's your training like leading up to this? Are you formally trained? Anything like that?
So yeah, those are great questions. The way me coming up, wow, I've never thought about it. Let me see. Well, I've always been someone that wanted to be more than who he is. And I've always been creating content throughout my whole life, I guess. You know, just want to be out there. I'm the eldest in my family, and I'm very big with last names. So I try to push out my last name for my father's sake and you know, my ancestors. So as I was, you know, looking for ideas, I came across a content creator who was fighting, you know, going around the world. I think his name was Krogman. And as a content creator, you know, I'm like, okay, can I do this? I could fight a little bit. I believe I could do a little better. I started with a friend's, you know, motivational speech. And then just 1 week, it started picking up. Now, of course, I believe one reason was that I was fighting a lot better and my experience with fighting, which I'm glad you brought it up. I've never really been in the gym like that because I'm so big with, you know, with family. I was like, you're not a man unless you can fight. So let me at least know how to defend myself no matter what.
I love
And yeah, I applied that with this, and here I am.
Wonderful. It seems to be working out well for you. That's great, man.
Thank you. It's all God, man. It's all God.
Krogman's actually somebody that we've been trying to get to the scrapyard for a little bit now. I talked to him yesterday.
That'd be a good matchup, you two.
No, I told you the story, you'd be surprised.
Hold on, Krogman is mine. Don't.
That's try. Right.
Yeah. Krogman is mine.
Okay, okay.
But he's busy. He's also about 200 pounds. So
is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's taller. Yeah, he's taller, and I mean, you can look at him compared to the guy he fought in New York, who was like 6'8". So I think Krogman's probably like 6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, I think so too.
But that's mine right there.
That's mine.
You know,
we'll see.
I let Crazy Legs. I let Crazy Legs have I Show Speed. You know,
that would have been a good one for you too. Yeah.
Oh, he actually came by here in Phoenix. It would have happened, but I made a mistake. And I guess, no disrespect, but I guess he backed out simply because, you know, I was speaking with security. Everybody knew me there since this is my home base. This is where it all started. And if you don't mind me telling you guys a story, what's it called? I go there, I'm finding him. I think they call it stream sniping. Yeah, I believe so.
Stream
And
sniping.
stream sniping is when you
Okay.
like find, yeah, you find them, I guess, during their stream, during their stream.
Oh
Yeah.
So I'm
wow.
going there. A lot of people are there. I'm walking, and then all of a sudden, their security comes to me and like, "Yo, you're that one dude." And then from there, it just started picking up. And I was like, "Okay, how the heck do I get his attention?" They were like, "Dude, if you wait just a little bit, we'll tell you that his car is that's the car he's gonna be going to. The one in front, yeah, the one right there, the one that says V1." I was like, "Okay, perfect." And it was taking a while. I was like, "Okay,
Mhm.
what can I do?" And since people knew me, they were like, "Yo, you should fight. Maybe that could, gain his attention." I was like, "Yo, that is freaking genius." So I try it. I fight one person. Everyone's like, "Holy shoot, Speed is not answering. Let's look at this. This dude just did this and that. Let's fucking watch this." I'm throwing back and forth. Then it gets crazy and loud. And Speed is like on stream, like, "Yo, do y'all hear that? Let me go check it out." And during his stream, you could see as he goes out with his cameraman, they start recording the stuff. And he says, like, "Oh my gosh, this guy can fight. He a boxer for real." And I guess in that sense, I was trying not to I don't have much skills, but I was trying to show him like, hey, come out, let's fight. It's
Mhm.
not gonna be too crazy. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to do too crazy because he's a big guy. And if I ask you guys a question,
Mhm.
if you were to lose, would you rather lose in a race or would you lose in a fight?
A
I'd rather lose
race.
in a race.
There,
Yes.
Yeah.
there you go. Because like a fight is different compared to a race. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's just faster.
Your manhood's at stake. Like when
No.
you
Yeah, your
fight, kind
manhood's
of.
at stake,
You
and that
don't.
was the mistake I did.
Yeah. You don't ever lose in a fight and be like, oh well, I could beat you at Mario Kart, so I'm not
Yeah,
Right.
worried about it.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
you
So
you,
that
you
that
lose
was
at
the
Mario
issue.
Kart. You lose at Mario Kart, and you're like, well, I could kick your ass in a
Yeah,
fight.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Don't yeah, there you go. So
But
from there, it just boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
so Arizona, I think, happened after Washington, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
Arizona and then Washington.
Oh, so he hit you guys first. So that's crazy because I was talking
Oh
to
no, no,
his.
no. It wasn't actually. It
You
wasn't.
might
It
have
was
been on the way
Washington and
back.
then
Yeah.
Arizona.
I
Yeah,
think
because he did Vegas
Arizona was
before you,
towards the
right?
end.
Sorry?
He did Vegas and then you guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
believe
So
so.
he was at Washington before Vegas. So he had
Hmm.
already kind of done the bat. Like if you would have fought him, listen to me, if you would have fought him, he would have fought you with our gloves on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Mm.
gave him a custom pair of scrapyard gloves
Mhm.
just for him.
Shout out HKA.
Shout out HKA.
Yeah.
So I gave them to him as a gift, and he's like, "Oh, does that mean I'm fighting?" And he was like, he heard like this horn go off. And he's like, "I guess that means I am." And I didn't expect him to like actually show. I thought he was just going to referee the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he shows up, I jump in there, I do a fight. A couple other people do, and then he puts his gloves on. He was sick too. I'm going to tell everybody that
That
again and
was
again.
it.
He was sick. I know that
Mhm.
because I'd been watching the stream for several days. And he did pretty good. He doesn't have any real formal boxing training, I don't think.
Hmm.
So he just kind of like brawls, but he went against Crazy Legs. He did pretty good.
He looked
We were
clean.
only doing
Yeah.
1 minute round, so you just jump in there, and that's supposed to be all action. You don't really have time to like feel your opponent out or anything, as you
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say.
So yeah, it was a really neat experience. We're fortunate that we were able to collaborate with him on it, and that it was all timing, because honestly, like if I wouldn't have known like where he was going to be, when he was going to be there, it's kind of crazy how I don't know if I told anybody this, how I kind of got this whole thing to work. So I kind of, based on his trajectory, I knew what day he was going to be in Washington.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching the stream and I'm looking and I'm like, all right, who's on the bus? So I'm like, I see his brother. I see a couple other people. I see this white dude with like blonde hair, Ames. And I'm like, okay, that's who I'm going to reach out to. And having like a pretty decent sized Instagram, it gives me the ability to sort of like be able to get a hold of people a little bit easier than most people can. So I send him a message. I'm like, hey, I run these fights out in Washington State, the scrapyard, we'd love to do something with Speed. Of course, I'm thinking like, I'm just making a wish here, and
Mhm.
and so then I think like I'm watching the stream, right? And they're all just in the car and they're just sitting there, and over the speaker, you hear like so and so donated $5. And I'm like,
No
you know
way.
what? I'm gonna super chat them, but I'm not gonna super chat, and I'm not gonna say anything to Speed. I'm gonna say it to Ames, and so it comes right on, and it says, Ames, check your messages on Instagram. And then Speed's like, man, you're pretty famous today. And so he gets on there and he starts looking. And then, like, I don't know the time frame, but he looks and he goes, hey, what do you think of this? He's like, yeah, we're doing that. And I don't know if they mean us, they're not
Yo,
like
that's
telling us,
crazy.
because they're trying to keep everything really quiet on like where their plans are and everything. So he got back a hold of me on Instagram. He replied to my message, and he says, okay, we can't come to you. It's too far out of the way. Like, all right, we'll do a pop-up thing. He says, can you meet us here or here? One of them was at, I don't know, a different place. And then the one was at this like paragliding trail in Issaquah. And I was like, let's go there. And they go, okay, we'll be there at like 1:32. So at like 5 o'clock, he shows up, and we've been waiting all day. And he showed up, he comes in, I give him the referee shirt, the gloves, and he shows up, he comes over, we get a circle together, we just start boxing and boxing and boxing, and then he jumps in there and does it. And then, but like, it was, I don't even think it was like maybe an hour, less than an hour that he like spent doing it, but
Wow.
Yeah,
we
it
did
was
it.
quick, but it
We
was
did it.
awesome.
And
They
there was
showed
so
up. They
many
brought
stream
it.
snipers. They were everywhere. I mean,
Damn.
Mhm.
he shows up, and then like after that, if it wasn't for security keeping people off the trail, like they would have all been up with us. And then when we got down there, there's just like a ton of people standing there, like wanting pictures, autographs. I didn't even really get a chance. Like, I wish I would have known how crazy it was going to be, so I could have taken him to the side for just a minute and been like, hey dude, I just want to talk to you, and that kind of thing. But I didn't get a chance to, because things were so crazy. I
Right.
barely got a picture with him.
Mhm.
He did give me like a, not a stream pic, but an actual picture. So we did get that, but I didn't get a chance to really, say anything meaningful or whatever. But I could probably contact, I'm wanting to do something in the future with him, and maybe set something up as more of a private event. So I'm
Yeah.
waiting on that. I might wait till better weather.
It
Yeah,
is
that sounds
pretty
exciting.
crazy, the crowd that he does bring, the attraction that he gets. Let me ask you this, buddy. When you're out and about and you're challenging your followers, does anybody ever get like in their feels about how things go and maybe take things a little farther than you anticipate?
No, it's never like that. Let me see. It's never like that. I'm a very big person on respect and positivity. So
Mm,
the way I plan everything
out.
is I hit them up full energy, just being me, and I'm
Mhm.
like, "Yo, let's meet up at this place." I tell them the rules and I tell them exactly how things, should go like. When we meet up, I'm the first to scream like, "Yo, I'm here." Because this guy is actually getting out of his way, driving to where we're gonna meet up, and he's perhaps overthinking, like, oh my gosh, is this guy who he is, who I
Sure.
think he is, things like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really got to make them comfortable, and I think when you want to be, no, a person to be comfortable, you have to be carefree and positive.
Mm. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does help. Yeah, ease them into it.
yeah. Lastly, though, I would say that once we're done fighting, actually before we start fighting, I tell them this one thing. I think I say it all the time: is we're fighting friendly.
Mm.
Now if one person falls down, we're not going to go and like continue. It's going to be showing mercy. So
Right.
it's, I would say we're going 70-80%, but it's never really that percent. It's 100, but it just depends on how the fight goes. If
I
we're
was
not
gonna
trying, we're not trying. I
yeah.
don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does,
Yeah.
man. Because I
Mhm.
mean, I train with inexperienced individuals. I call them white belts, and they don't have a sense of like 80, like 70-80%. Like you
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
everything's 0 or 100.
It's
So
a
they
Yeah.
don't
spazzy white belt. It's a
exactly. So
spazzy
yeah,
white belt.
it's
Exactly. And that's what makes it fun.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it's easy for them to let one fly. Are you there when you meet up with these individuals? Are you there by
Mhm.
yourself? Do you have somebody there with you just in case? I'm only asking just because I did security for a long time,
Hmm.
and yeah, there's just people out there, man. You meet online, you go and meet them in person, they're a different person than they were online. And yeah, I'm just wondering if you ran into any of those type of situations.
Well, that's a great question, and it's thought provoking. If I think about it, I haven't had an issue throughout this whole journey of mine. Everyone just seems so positive, in a
Mhm.
sense. Besides one time, but all those issues are after our
Mm.
fights.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell you one story. I don't know if I have enough time, but hey, what's it called? There was this one guy I fought in California when I started like the USA tour.
Mhm.
I fought him. He was super stoked. He was like, "Yo, I love it. Like, heck yeah!" He took me to the hood down in, what is it called? I forgot, but it was the hood in LA.
Oh
We
wow.
fight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We fight. Video does really great. What's it called? But the day of posting, I call him, and this is another thing I want to let you guys know. After our fights, I always tell them like, "Hey, thank you so much for coming out of your way." And one thing that I do is I'm gonna put everything together and then I'm gonna send it to you. You give me feedback. Did you like? Did you want me to remove something? Whatever you say, I'll
Mhm.
gladly do it.
That's really professional of you. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you. So I
Mhm.
do it with this guy, right? And he's like, "Yeah, bro, this looks nice. Yeah, post it." I hang out. Now, mind you, he had already posted one, and it was gaining. It was his version, right? He calls me back 2 minutes later and he's like, "Yo, bro, I don't feel really good about this video. I think it's best if you don't post it at all. It maybe we
Mm.
could just leave mines, just leave it like, look, it's doing great." I'm like, "Bro, what? I
Yeah.
You told me I could post it, okay? And if you want, I guess we can work on it." And
Mhm.
for like 10 minutes, we're going back and forth. I'm even editing it for him. Like, look, you didn't want this part. I'll cut it out. Look, it's not in here anymore,
Mhm.
right? Because being respectful is very important. You
Mhm.
never really know what someone's going through, because a big
Right.
factor for him is like, yo, he has this large following and he has certain people. He wanted to keep an image
Mhm.
to the people in the hood. Like, yo, if they see me losing, they're gonna
That's what I
think
was
I'm
gonna
weak.
ask. Yeah, if somebody you
Yeah.
make somebody look bad
Yeah.
online and you got a huge following, that can cause some animosity.
That can. So I'm like, look, we're not getting anywhere. I'm not gonna post the video. I'm gonna hang up and we're gonna leave each other for a bit so that we can calm down. I had a
Mhm.
fight during that day with Fight Club USA. They had like way more followers than both of us. And mind you, bro, I was like clouded. This was like the second time it's happened, but with a larger dude with followings, right? I tell him, he's like, "Yo, I went through this guy right here. He told me this and he told me that." He was like, "Bro, we don't even fight with him no more because of that. You know, just here,
Ah, yeah.
yeah." He was like, "Dude, just post a video. It's your thing. He asked you to come through, so you understand. Just do it." And I'm like, "Thank you, bro." Fought really well for him, and boom, the video did way better than the one he posted.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
run into that a little bit sometimes where
Mhm.
a fighter will
Hmm.
come out and they'll be like, "Hey, can you take my video down or whatever?" And
What do
I
you?
mean,
How do you? What do you guys do in that
I
situation?
I tell everybody in advance that the videos don't go down because I mean, for one, if you come out here and you fight somebody else and they're proud of the fight or whatever, that's taking it away from them too.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
I have to make a rule and I have to stick with the rule that unless it's something that we personally at the admin level decide that we need to pull a video down for because maybe the person did something really bad or whatever, like
Mhm.
the videos don't come down, people. And we people are generally pretty understanding. And this is why I
Hmm.
tell people, like, use a fight name. Don't use your like real name, because if you maybe want to go get a job eventually, where I don't know where anybody would look down on this, because like in Washington State it's completely legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I just tell them like, sorry, I can't take your video down. And I don't really have any problems. They just understand. So
Mhm.
and we've had over 1,000 fights out here too. So
Mhm.
Wow. But
I mean,
yeah.
it is pretty understandable. I mean, it's an agreement of mutual combat.
Hmm.
yeah.
So, and everybody understands prior to the event you're being filmed. It's already out there on the live anyways. I mean, really when they request the video to go down, it's the edited video. And
Yeah.
like Fire Chicken was stating, it's more than just you at that point, man.
Yeah.
A lot of
It's our channel. It's the amount of time that
Mhm.
we took to not only film it but edit it, the referees in there, the judges, like it was a whole on production to make this fight happen, and to just take it down, it's like it would have to be like there would have to be a case that they would have to have like some real convincing stuff. But again, it's never been that much so.
Right.
Yeah. Well, brother, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Nate.
No, I was just gonna say I know we have to let him go here pretty soon, so I'll just let him see where you're at with time. You got to get going. You good?
I have about 5 minutes left.
Oh, wonderful. Great.
All
yeah.
right.
A couple more questions then for you. Yeah. When it comes to like that ego and stuff, man, when you're dealing with these individuals, I'm glad you haven't really ran into anybody that's like, held anything against you. Have you gone against an opponent that maybe it surprised you and maybe put you like in your feels a little bit, like showing you up or anything? Or are you just pretty humble with the experience?
Did you guys write down these questions? Wow. Okay.
No, these are off the top of my head. I'm just doing my best.
That's awesome. Let me see. The best way I could answer this is when you're getting into fights, you wouldn't, as a fighter, you wouldn't put yourself in situations where you would want to fight because you know what's at stake. So I started this and I understand that people are coming out to fight. When you fight, it's a humbling thing. You understand? So I fought countless people, whether they had more experience than me or they didn't. If they get me with a good shot or whether I fall, I get back up with a smile because this is crazy. Like, wow, I'm in this moment. There's never any ego.
Good.
God put me in a situation before where he broke all of that, and I'm just always happy.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
man. I mean, I'm looking forward to having you out at the scrapyard because you're going to be around a lot of like-minded individuals that feel the same way. Everybody that comes out to the scrapyard events, it's a community out there, man. It's everybody. We don't just beat you up out there. We try to build people up.
Yes, sir.
So when you walk around, like the vibes are always high and solid, man. I'm telling you.
You might actually be able to get a couple matches in. If you're going to do just whatever your time schedule is on time frame, we will work with you on what you want to do for your matches. We don't have to make it like all about us. But if you want
Shark
like
Tank
extra match with somebody else or whatever, like we can let you have a couple different people or whatever. But I have my own question here. So, just curious, like I've been seeing all the stuff that Krogman's been doing. He started out doing what you're doing, where he's fighting his followers, and it kind of just is built to the point where now he went from like these iconic backgrounds to big name fighters. Is there anybody, maybe like a top three that you'd say, I want to fight this guy? I would love to hear it.
Yeah, let me see. There is one. Actually, he's one of the people Krogman had fought, and the very video that got me into like, yeah, I have to do this. My first one is Andrew Tate. Yeah, bro. I grew up with him. Like, he popped out of nowhere during 2022.
Talking about the top G, bro.
The top G, bro. The top G. And speaking about him real quick, he's actually gotten me on a path where I simply have to be the best. He has this quote that goes, "My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavors." I'm never tired. That's why you guys are able to see me fight anybody, big or small, no matter the size. And I try to be good in anything I do. So Andrew Tate is on the top, and I'm looking forward to fighting him. And I'll leave it all to God.
Well,
Number two.
I hope that happens.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see. Number two, I haven't really thought about it much, but I would say, what was his name? It's out of the world. I doubt it would happen. Okay, so I'm just throwing it out there. Before I answer, is it someone that's most likely I would fight, or I just want to fight him?
That you just want to fight him, yeah.
Wish list.
Yeah,
wish list. Okay.
or hit
Okay.
list. There we go.
A hit list.
Yeah.
I would say Cristiano Ronaldo. It's wild, but
Oh,
yeah,
That's a good
that
Yeah.
one.
might get
Yeah.
Speed's attention.
that might get Speed's attention. And speaking about Speed, he's the third one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
All right.
All
Wow.
right.
Well, you know what? We're not going to have Andrew Tate, as far as I know, out
Mhm.
at the next event, but I might have spoiled it by what I just said that second ago. We might be having a guy out at the next event that fought Krogman. So
Mm.
you could take the clues and put them all together.
Mhm.
Maybe you could figure it out. He's one of the last 5 people he's fought. So
Last.
yeah. So I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to announce it or even guess online. I would rather you figure it out and then DM me and be like, "Is it this person?" I'll be like, "Yeah." But yeah. Those are some pretty solid picks.
It's a little out there. I tried though.
Mhm.
Hey, you never know. You gotta aim high, right? And you gotta
Always.
believe that you can achieve something like that, and that's how things happen.
Yeah,
We didn't.
before I leave, I do have a question of my own. If we could squeeze that in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
What's it called? You guys already know that me and Krogman do pretty similar things.
Mhm.
Now, I believe that receiving feedback is the best way to grow, especially if you have the mindset to want to improve. If you guys were in my situation, how would you guys try to make this better and bigger?
Hmm.
I would say that if you're following, if you're using Krogman as a template, like you're looking at him and seeing his success, you know, he's gotten some great success by doing things in front of monuments, in front of famous people. I would say if you could link up with collaborate with IG people on IG, if you could do things in some famous places in front of stuff. He does really risky stuff. Like he's been arrested multiple times. So you got to
Yeah.
watch out for that because he'll try to do it in front of the pyramids. And it's like, you can't do that. But I think that with the way that you're doing it, with the skill you're showing, you know, the suit, the backflip, like it already like
Has your
has
own
its own
flavor.
personality,
Yeah.
you know, but why not just like add some different things to it that you already,
Hmm.
you know, see, like some unique matches. I'm not saying don't fight just random followers, because honestly, like Krogman, I would like to see him kind of go back. I'm not saying I don't like seeing him fight Jake Paul and stuff. That's
Mhm.
great, but you know, throw random like YouTube followers and Instagram followers in there too, because that's where he came from.
Mhm.
Less than a
Right.
year ago, he was like fighting, you know, hey, this is Joe, and we're at the park, and I'm fighting my follower, and he's just kind of escalated.
Mhm.
And I mean, I believe you could get there too. You
Mhm.
could fight Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
You know, why not?
Absolutely. Why
But
not?
also keep that authenticity
Yes.
as
Always.
well. Yes. Yeah.
Always.
Stay true to yourself and
And
like where you come from, man. Your base.
don't let it get to your head
Yeah.
too.
No,
Don't
no,
think
no,
that
no.
like you seem really humble. You do.
Thank you.
It's all those
But
fights.
you know, if you do grow really fast, it's easy to get in your own head and really be feeling yourself. And then so keep people around that'll tell you like how you're acting up, you know, and
Oh,
then just
heck
listen
yeah.
to them. And
All right, that's perfect. Actually, that's exactly what I was looking for. My plan this coming month, actually, the start of this month, is to finally step out of our country, and just do a little bit better than the previous starter, I guess.
Mm,
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully you guys enjoy what I do. And
definitely. We'll be following it for sure,
Yes,
buddy.
I watch all your stuff, man. I mean, I'm a fan. So, and
Heck
you
yeah.
will be there on the 22nd. So, right?
yes.
Yes.
Actually, I'm starting soon, so I guess that's 3 weeks from now, right?
Just about.
Something like
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll be able to come by because I have to. Thanksgiving is coming then.
Yes, sir. It is.
So yeah, boom, that's perfect. I'll be there, and hopefully what I bring to the table will entertain everybody. That's all I'm about.
Oh, it will. I
I'm
know it
sure it
will.
will, man. Thank you
Yep.
for taking the time and hanging out with us tonight, bro. Really appreciate that.
It was great
No,
meeting
thank you
you.
guys.
All right, man. Take care. Hit me up anytime, okay?
Of course,
Later,
brother.
bro.
Talk to you guys soon. See y'all.
See ya.
Bye bye.
See you, man. Wow.
All right. Now we've got these guests sitting in the back that are, I think Soul's getting gray hairs.
Yeah.
Since he's in here. We got a few different people. We're gonna bring all of them on.
I can't see any of them.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
let's
a big
see how many of
surprise.
these guys
How
got.
about we play
Yeah.
this game again where I make you guess them all and I
Oh
don't
my
bring them on
gosh.
until
Yeah.
you guess every single one of them.
We'll be here all night, bro. There's so many
All right.
competitors nowadays.
So
Jeez.
we know that Soul is here.
Mhm.
Soul, flip your phone sideways if you can.
Oh crap!
Oh, come on, Soul.
Oh man.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Why is it not
Soul.
twisting?
Oh man.
Oh man. Oh, what?
no. Oh man.
geez.
Soul.
Well, we had Soul. Okay,
He'll be
we'll try
back.
again. Number 2. Oh, he's got his phone flipped
Hey.
sideways.
Hey, what's up, Blue?
What's up, man?
How you doing, bro?
Soul has entered the
I'm
chat.
living. I'm living.
There we go.
There he
All right.
is.
Let's see how
What's
many
up,
people we
bro?
can fit on screen at one time.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
Wait,
what's
look at
up?
Soul.
Stoner,
all
bro.
there.
Yo,
Flex.
what's up, guys?
We
What's
got
up,
them
y'all?
all here. What's going on,
All
fellas?
right, lights out. What?
Where'd you go? Lights out.
Lights out. He got excited and just left.
Wow. He just wants to make an appearance. You know how it is. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. What about you guys?
Good, man. Good. We're doing great, man.
Oh, and look at now his phone's vertical. What
Of
happened?
course.
Okay,
There we go.
Hey, Juggalo J says hi.
Yo,
Oh,
what's going on,
you-
brothers?
What's going on, Juggalo?
All right, guys. Welcome to Kicking It with Chicken and Naughty Nate. Now we can kind of get back to the event from the weekend before last.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that a little bit and then just bullshit about whatever else.
Yeah.
So
I think Stoner, bro, I think you're the only one that had a match last weekend.
yeah.
Yeah. You want to tell us about that a little?
Yeah, first of all, yo, shout out to everybody here. You know, it's this opportunity was just so awesome because I've been watching these fights for a couple years now, and to see it on the screen on YouTube and then to be there in the present, it's a different feeling. And just thank you guys so much for having me out there.
Of course, we loved having you out, man. Maybe you can, shed some light on what the atmosphere is out at the events, because I think a lot of people get like a, misconception of what backyard fighting could be like. So, from your words, how do you think the event was?
Oh, you know what? Right from the door when I pulled up the park, I was by myself. I rolled up by myself. And right from the door, whoever was helping park turned out to be a fighter. And it was great vibes right from the door. Everybody said what's up. The more people that filled into the parking lot, it was nothing but great vibes out there.
What was your initial thought? Like, I know we talked quite a bit leading up to it. In fact, we talked quite a bit in advance before, you actually making it out.
Yeah.
And just for some context, guys, Stoner Bro, you fought a beef fight against another celebrity boxer. You guys got in there, you handled it. You flew in from Florida. He flew in from Arizona.
Yeah.
I got a chance to meet both you guys. You guys were both great. And you guys handled it in the ring, which is awesome. But my question is,
Gentlemen,
when you pulled up and you were like coming in and you were like, what were your like honest thoughts? Because I know that people always have their first feelings and then they get in there and then they kind of feel it out a little bit and then those might change a little bit.
Well, all right. I've done a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of stuff in this lifetime, I really don't get nervous. But when I pulled up and we walked down the driveway and it's like the scrapyard sign, the rules, you look over, you see the cage. Now you see a lot more fighters lined up. Definitely reality hits you and you're like, wow, this is really happening right now. Definitely a little bit of nerves.
yeah, it's normal to have that pre-fight jitters, man, for sure. But did you feel like the community was welcoming towards you? Like it seemed like you walking around, you seemed like you were comfortable, you're easy to talk to. People were coming up saying hi.
Yeah.
That was nice. Did that kind of help settle you in a little?
Oh, most definitely. That's what I do when I'm online. I vibe with the people. When I'm out in the community, I vibe with the people. So it's just natural for me. But I definitely met some people that had looked at my story. Some people congratulated me on the weight loss,
Mm-hmm.
200-pound weight loss, and definitely helped with some of the anxiety for sure. And to be honest, there wasn't one person, and there were hundreds of people there. Not one person had a bad attitude. Everybody came there. They were respectful, a lot of honorable people, and we all had a good time.
I'm
Yeah.
the only one that gets a bad attitude.
You
So,
know,
you know, I'm like the one that yells at everybody for, you know, not shutting up during the intros or throwing the toilet paper in the porta potty or, pissing over in front of my neighbor's house or something like.
yeah.
Hey,
Somebody's gonna steer the
I
ship,
got to be the
man.
bad guy. I always do. So, I think people just like they just recognize, oh, Fire Chicken's an asshole, but we love him. Um,
It's not.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah, it's not that bad.
you were super cool, man, and I had a way better experience than I even could have imagined, and again, I just appreciate all the love and respect from everybody. So
We appreciate having you out, man.
yeah.
And with this beef, I mean, is it settled? Did we handle what we needed to handle in the ring? Are we what's the update
yeah.
on that?
Well, listen, I want the beef to be over. I saw that he posted on his Facebook page the next day, easy win, knocked him down every single round. And then when I watched the fight back, like he never knocked me down. He punched
Well,
me when I was on the
okay.
ground. He
I
punched
do
me.
want to talk on. I will talk on that. I thought the fight was pretty even, and there was
Yeah,
a spot where you slipped and you hit your head on the cage,
yeah,
and the referee gave you an 8 count, which
Hmm?
I honestly like. It wasn't a bad move on the ref's part because it
That's me.
you hit your head on the
that was
cage.
me.
Yeah, and
I
it gives you that 8 count to get your head clear again because you didn't get knocked down from the punch,
no,
you got knocked down from hitting your head on it, or that's what we were trying to give you the 8 count for. But it was an exhibition style like beef fight, so there were no points being added in or anything. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't think anybody can watch that fight and be like, you didn't put in a really good effort, you didn't land some good overhands, like you did a good job.
Oh,
And I'm not
definitely.
taking anything
Oh,
away from him
match.
either. Like he did a
no,
really good job too. And I feel like you guys both got in there. You guys both handled it. And despite like maybe he's proud of like how he boxed. That's one thing, so maybe there's a little bit of that going around, but
Mhm.
well,
um
I sent him, I did comment like, yo, bro, when the video drops, you're gonna feel a little silly. He took the post down. But it was slippery out there. There's no
Yeah.
excuses. And listen, the beef is done, but I feel like, I'm definitely coming back to the scrapyard. I'm coming back for my next fight. I'm gonna take a little bit of time to train.
Mhm.
That guy, I'm not mad about it. That guy's been boxing for a decade. He's got like 30 fights under his belt. In
Sure.
his intro, mixed martial arts, martial arts.
Mhm.
Me,
Mhm.
I've been in the boxing ring one time for celebrity boxing and one time for you guys, and it was beef, so it's not ranked. And I feel
Right.
like next time, if he feels like it's not done, we can fight and have it ranked next time, or I'll just move on to the next opponent. But either way, I'm
well,
gonna be back.
either way, you guys conducted yourself and were part of the community for that day, and
Yeah,
both of you are 100% welcome back. So
Mhm.
it's
And
awesome meeting you guys.
yeah, one of the things I love to hear is, at least from your perspective too, like you said, the beef is squashed.
Yeah.
yes,
And that's what the scrapyard's for, is for those, for squashing those beefs like that. So I mean, it did its job. So I'm glad you guys were able to get in there, talk with your fist, regardless of the outcome. The main outcome is that the beef squashed, and we handled what we needed to handle. And then yeah, if we need to run it back down the road, whatever, we can do that. But for the
yeah,
time being, we said what we need to say, and we can move on like men. And that's what I appreciated about you guys, is that you guys went in there and there wasn't a whole lot of back and forth shit talk. There was like,
no,
hey, we're here to do something. You guys stepped in there and you guys did it. And that's more honorable than 90-95% of dudes out there that like to talk crap and then walk away. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You guys stepped up and handled it. And I'm glad that you had a wonderful experience at the yard. I'm glad you got to experience the community and what the event's really about, because I think, the more exposure that the scrapyard gets, the more people are going to see kind of behind the scenes of what a great welcoming community this is. And it's a rare thing out there, man. Not a lot of events. I mean, maybe you can contest to this. You were at the celebrity boxing event, but I've been to amateur events where it's like, it's tribalism almost. So like everybody's here to
Yeah.
fight, so it's tense,
It's
and that's not how it is at the scrapyard. You're not going to feel like all that tenseness.
No, not at all. Because even up into stepping into even up into like, oh man, getting the Vaseline put on, the next step, getting inside of the cage before the fight and the cameras, and I wasn't nervous at that point. And again, I don't. It was. I'm pretty sure it's because of the atmosphere. The worst thing about that day was just the rain and the cold. That was it.
Yeah, that gets me too, man. The older I get, the harder it gets too. It's rough on these joints, bro.
Yeah.
I was by the
So-
end of that damn event, like, no disrespect to the last fighters that were in there, but I wanted that fight to end so quick just because I was like completely soaked from head to toe. I was cold, I was wet, and I had to be somewhere in 30 minutes. And I'm glad that 90 people that signed up or whatever it was didn't all show up to fight, because it would have been too much.
It
Yeah.
would have been,
It
it'd
was
have
a
been all
perfect-
night, man.
The perfect event. 20, 26, 27 fights.
Mhm.
Perfect. Which, guys, I don't know who watched it. I know Tracy, you were there. Soul,
Yeah.
you might have watched on the live stream. Lights Out, I don't know if you watched it, but I was going to kind of get your guys' opinions on like some of the matches that stood out to you. I've got two, and I know one of them is going to be pretty
There was-
unanimous with
I
everybody.
mean, obviously who can't forget the Paps and
that's
that's
the one.
then the other guy, I can't remember his name, but he had like
let's not give away wins though. So
Yeah, no
if
spoilers.
you guys mention it,
okay,
just be
okay,
like,
yeah,
I like
okay,
that
so
fight. But
I don't remember the guy's name, but that chokehold. That's all I'm saying.
yes,
That was crazy.
I'd have to
It
look
was
that one
We
up.
quick.
talk about the guillotine one.
Yeah, like it was.
Yeah, that
so
was a
quick,
mutant versus. I think mutant was the one that got choked out. I don't know who he fought, but
that was because I was standing like right there where it happened, and when like
my
that
bad.
guy-
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I'll be quiet about
You
that.
see his life come back, and it's like,
that was a solid match, bro. There's
That
so
was-
many good matches.
yeah, it was a couple of good. Like I'm still trying to get really good with names.
The
to, like,
Marauder
remember
one,
people's faces, but
Marauder.
Marauder did really
Marauder
well.
was a
I
good
don't think I
boy.
watched that one. I don't think
So he had the
Mhm.
prison outfit on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fought later in the day than
Mhm.
whenever I stayed because I had to leave at like 4. But
Yeah, it was great to see him back out at the yard. Shout out to
the other guy too. I just seen he does MMA too. Lucky, is it Lucky Left or Dirty Left?
Yeah. Lucky Lefty.
Yeah,
Lefty,
That's
yeah.
another one. I was actually like just pretty surprised by that one. Like
Mhm.
he fought hard, like because
Dude.
I seen him at the I Show Speed thing, but I don't think he boxed that day.
was
And
that
then
Dirty
was
Left? I think there's a Lucky Left and a Dirty Left.
Yeah, not
it's-
Dirty Left. Dirty Left fought Frankie Balboa, and that was another
Yeah.
really good match.
I think
Yeah.
that's, no,
There was
no,
a
no,
lucky-
that's who I'm talking
There's
about.
a
That's who
Lucky
I'm talking
Left
about.
too.
The
No,
Lucky
he's
Lefty.
talking
He
about
was one of
Dirty
the.
Left.
He fought as well. I don't know the guy's name that he fought with the mask on. But he was
Gilchrist?
also a corner man for a couple of us.
Gilchrist.
Yeah. No, not
Yeah.
him. Not him. I'm
No,
talking
you're
about
talking Dirty Left.
Yeah, I'm talking about Dirty Left. Who
The one that
fought
fought Frankie?
guy.
Yeah, that was a match,
That
wasn't
was
it?
a good
a
fight.
match right there. Like that
Hell
was
yeah.
that was a banger. I loved watching that one.
You know, I have a little something to say about Dirty Left. He's there with his dad, and
Mhm.
they're there. Oh man, talking about the community, they're there. They're
Mhm.
having a great time.
Mhm.
I love how it's a family support
Mhm.
system they got going on there, man. I'm looking forward to having them come train over at Columbia River with
Most
me.
definitely.
They're
You
going to
should
be coming
definitely do
through,
that.
but I just love how it's a family thing, you know. A
Mhm.
dad's bringing his son over.
Mhm.
They're competing. A drummer boy, he's also one who brings his dad.
Yeah.
He's there with his family. whenever I can see like dads bringing their sons or an uncle bringing their nephew, bro, that right there,
Mighty Mouse
it
brought his
touches
dad
it.
out. Like
Yeah,
that
Mighty
was
Mouse brought his dad, bro.
Mhm.
That's a beautiful thing because then you're seeing like generational stuff, like bonding
Mhm.
on
Mhm.
another level. You
A
know,
whole nother level.
yeah,
QP.
man.
QP brings his dad out
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
My
QP's
dad
dad
used to come
corners
out
them,
all the
bro.
time.
Mm-hmm.
I love QP's dad. He's cool as hell. I like
That's
that
so
guy.
awesome, man. Yeah, but I had a lot of really
But,
cool matches. A Big Hurt
Big
had a
Hurt.
really cool one, a
He's
nice
becoming
one.
a fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
And
went
the
against
Gardner.
the other big
Gardner's
guy,
too.
the Wall.
The Wall, yeah,
The
him and the
Clash of the
Wall.
Titans, man.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about those heavyweight matches we've been having, man? They've been bangers.
Yeah.
there was a weird one also at the event too, where I don't know if they were actually heavyweight, but like it was just a weird one because like this one guy where he looked like he was like sturdy in his stance, but he just couldn't keep up with the other guy's like demeanor. I forgot their name.
I know.
He was
I'm so
a
bad with
Samoan
names.
guy. It was
I'm
like a
good.
Samoan guy and some other guy.
I'm gonna keep it
Mm-hmm.
a stack. I didn't watch
Um,
any of the fights really. I did watch the Solo and Papa's one.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only one that I put out so
Was kind
far.
of gave me an idea, but
What's the idea?
well,
You slap.
You know, I will say that we might do a 2 versus 1.
I want Papa's and him versus me.
Pappas and who versus you?
Solo versus me.
Against you?
Yeah.
They outweigh you by like 200 pounds right there. What are you talking about?
I don't care. It's not the size of the dog. It's the size of the fight in the dog. You know what I mean?
I think that until you get a leg kick.
Hey,
from Solo,
I
though,
believe that. Yeah, but yeah,
I think a tag team thing would be a better idea on that.
Mhm.
And it's not that I don't have faith in you, Lights Out. It's the weight.
All right, then I want me and I want
Don't name me.
Don't
I
name.
I already
want,
fought those guys. I don't want to fight him again.
what's his name? I want Brendan. I want
Okay.
Ginger Ninja.
Ginger
I want
Ninja?
Oh,
Okay.
Ginger Ninja.
That
that would
work
be a
out.
good one.
Yeah. How are we feeling about these tag team matches, guys? Are they fun? Do they look chaotic? Do we like them?
Because
How do we
I can
feel about
I can
them?
tell you right now. Papa's might weigh more than me, but to me that doesn't matter. I'll take Ginger Ninja on my team if we do that. I'll run that. That could be one of my last fights.
I would pick him as a teammate too.
Because I'm almost done. I've been training. I'm about to go pro soon.
Oh,
real
congratulations! Another one.
So I'm pretty much done.
Mm.
I just want to do a couple more fights just for the fun of it, just to give fans something interesting to see, some entertainment. After that, I'm pretty much done.
That's understandable,
Well,
man.
I
I mean,
hope you
you've
stick
had
around
over
the scrap
60
yard, though,
matches.
man.
Yeah.
We
I've
don't
been
want to lose you.
I've been sitting down. I've been thinking about it, and if I do come to the scrapyard, I'll probably only come to do like a ref or like corner or like a kickboxing match, since I'm going to be a pro boxer, but I'm not going to do any pro boxing matches though.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Well,
that's fair.
Yeah, you're still going to be welcomed at the community. We're still going to follow you and your career and the success,
Exiled.
and all that. Heck yeah, bro. Yeah, you left us, you're done. I mean, how many matches have you had at the scrapyard, bro? So over 60.
I'm
You gotta have
59-7.
You got to have 80 matches before you can leave.
Oh yeah.
Oh, geez.
And bro who was on here before, I know he's probably not watching now because he had to leave. But I've been texting you for months. And I need mine once because I've been texting you and you know who you are because I've been in your inbox and you haven't texted me back. So you haven't texted me back, so you know who you are.
Are you talking about our guest we had on at the beginning?
Yep.
Okay.
I've been texting him since he first started posting videos. His second video he posted of fighting a follower. I texted him and I was like, I want the ones, pull up to Lakewood anytime, anywhere. I want a box. And he hasn't hit me up.
I think he's going to be there on the 22nd.
I think he might be there, yeah.
That might be a match you might want to look into, bro.
And I've been hitting
But
the sauna.
hold on. That just did remind me, though, there is somebody that was supposed to get that match. However, if his opponent, okay, I'll just say it. So Turtle was supposed to fight QP. QP didn't
Mhm.
show up, so we were going to give QP or we were going to give Turtle to the guy we're talking about. But then he didn't show up, so Turtle didn't get a fight. So,
Mhm.
but
He
I
needs
haven't
a
heard from
match.
QP. Like he didn't make it to the event, and I haven't heard from him since. So
Hmm.
I don't know if he's going to be at the next event.
I don't have any.
Usually he's right on signing up, but
I think he's going through something right now. I don't want to put his. I don't know
Yeah.
much about it,
Oh.
but yeah,
yeah, I mean it's understandable,
yeah.
but
Well, our hearts are, prayers out there to you, QP. I mean, he's definitely in the running for fighter of the year. Him and Gilchrist make a pretty good argument, I think.
lights
I'ma
out
need that,
too.
bro.
Lights out too.
That'd
Yeah.
be,
Lights
a, that'd be
out.
a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that, bro.
there's a few of you that, and we're doing it
Didn't
different.
you already
this year.
have one? Lights
I've
out.
never won
No.
fight of the year.
No.
Ever.
Wow.
Which I think is kind of wild because I have 60 fights, which I think is kind of wild. I've never won fight of the year. Just to put that out there. Just to put that out there. I
You
think
know what?
that's
You
wild.
know that it was always
The
a
fans.
YouTube popularity vote,
Mhm.
and now we're going to do it a little different this year. December rolls around, maybe even a little bit before December. We're going to put together a panel of judges. We're going to go over a lot of different things. We're going to make it fair, and we're going to go over all the different reasons why each person should be fighter of the year. There'll be some voting, that might be part of it. There might be our individual votes, but we're going to have to come up with a system to figure out who the next fighter of the year is going to be.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't like just saying, okay, YouTube, who did you like the most? I like the guy because he always wears a hat. Like what about like this or that, or what about his 80 fights? It's like, yeah, but he wears that cool hat that I like. Like, shut the fuck up about the hat. I'm obviously making up something here, but you know what I mean? Like certain things stand out to people on YouTube, whereas like the real accomplishments and that kind of stuff, maybe not as much. So we're going to take into consideration their opinions, but it's not going to be the determining factor primarily. So, but as far as Turtle goes, I need to get Turtle a fight for this next event, and we're gonna figure out who we're gonna give to our special guest. So.
I can't go into detail too much, but I'm doing some stuff with someone who said they know Steve. But yeah, that's coming up. Just when it gets posted, y'all know what it is.
That knows me?
Yeah, he knows you.
All right.
Did you message me about it?
I can message you about it.
Okay.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
I just want to throw in. I like all the changes that you're doing as well. You know what I mean? It's fresh. It's refreshing and it's fresh. It's more exciting. And I think a lot more people are going to be tuning in. The edits are super fire right now.
I do love
So
the edits.
Hey, when can we expect you again, Stoner Bro?
all right. So listen, guys. This is what I want to do, right? Because I need some training. I don't want to keep coming out there. I want some respect on my name. So what I'm gonna do is take 6 months to train, and that's gonna take me up into April 420, which is my birthday month. So I feel
Same
like
here.
would you guys give it to me in April, my birthday month?
Is it
Hell
on
yeah.
420 this year?
My birthday's always 420 weekend.
Oh my god!
Oh,
you know what? Fights
all
were
right.
on 420 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
They were, but it's the 25th this next year. But
whatever, man. I'm gonna celebrate my birthday, and that'll be my next fight for my birthday.
okay,
I love it. I love it.
Celebrate.
April's not bad.
Heck yeah, bro. Get a banger in for your birthday. Well, hey, if you're ever in the Vancouver, Washington area, you can stop in Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu and get some training with me as well, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate
that'll
you,
be
man.
nice, man. Heck yeah.
I
And
appreciate all you guys. You guys, I'm telling you guys are all first class. The last thing I want to say, because my battery's getting ready to die, but what's real important, because I'm an old school guy, right? I'm from Jersey, Philly area. And the one thing that's important to me is making sure your out of towners are safe. When they come to your city, you make sure they're safe, you make sure they get home safe. And I really do appreciate you for the constant back and forth and making sure that happens. So I got a lot of respect for you, and again, the platform. And I'm definitely coming back out, man, sooner than later. So,
Hell yeah. Can't wait to see you again, Stoner Bro. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, man.
And
yeah, most.
if you're here, a couple days before, like Nate said, you could check out Columbia River. But also, like, I wouldn't mind getting some rounds in with you, on fight week or something too, just to get some rounds in. I still like doing that stuff. So
Yeah, listen, that'll be awesome. And again, I'll be out before my birthday and my next planned fight. I know you got some big things coming up, and I'm definitely going to return to the West Coast, and show some love. So
That's it. All right, bro.
the real West Coast,
Yeah.
the West
fresh
Coast that's on the coast of the West,
Yeah.
like
West Coast?
Washington,
Oh, wow.
Cali, and Oregon,
Oh.
the 3 states that are on the West.
That makes
Anyway,
sense. That makes sense where the West Coast is. Yeah.
some people don't.
yeah. Hey, before I hop off, man, I got to give a shout out to my people. I know my people are tuning in. I got to give a shout out to Cookies Florida. I'm a brand ambassador for them. They
Shout
do
out
sponsor me.
Cookies.
All my people from Florida, Philly, and Jersey, all my family, I love you guys. And of course, all the weed smokers, man, from coast to coast. You already know what time it is, man. Much love and respect.
That's what's
Thanks for
up.
coming
Take
on
it
the show,
easy,
man.
bro.
All right.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah,
talk,
later.
you guys.
Later, bro.
All right. Hey, I gotta hear. At least make sure he's not an NPC. Stole, are you there?
You're muted.
Oh, you are muted. That's it.
He's probably been talking the whole time.
He's been playing Call of Duty or something on his laptop.
Let's
right
guess.
there.
Let's play a guessing game. What game do we think Soul plays?
I think he's doing homework.
I can't hear you.
No one
So
can hear
we're
you.
gonna guess. If you
Yeah.
could guess what game Soul plays all the time, what would you say?
So I'm gonna say Call of Duty. I'm gonna give Saul that. He looks like a Call
Fortnite.
of Duty guy. Fortnite.
Fortnite,
Yeah. Yeah.
Tekken.
He's-
Oh, he's out.
out.
He's got it. Nope. I gotta go. He's like, it was Skyrim. You guys are all wrong. I gotta
It was
go.
Skyrim. You were all. I love that game. I love that game.
Who does it?
Hey,
bro?
Supreme Right White Cream, DM me on Facebook and I'll send you the link to the show.
Yeah. Tell him it's in the.
Okay.
It was Minecraft.
Boy.
It's
Oh,
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Hey,
Of course.
There's building in Fortnite, right?
Of course.
wasn't
He's playing Roblox.
I don't play first person shooter games.
Roblox.
No, I also play Roblox. I don't play first person shooter games because I don't know. I just don't.
Like, I get really into it.
Nah.
Yo, I get
Not
really,
that.
really
I
into
get,
it.
I get very angry.
But is it
Very,
just the
very
multiplayer
angry.
ones, or do you not like first play? Do you not like the perspective, or do you not like the competitiveness?
I like the competitiveness, but then I just become like, I don't know. I use really foul language
I get.
when I play, so I just try and avoid it. I'm trying to be a
But-
positive individual.
I
you know?
get banned.
But I hop on there
Yeah.
every once in a while. I don't play it very consistently because if I try and play it consistently, then it kind of becomes more of this kind of like obsession thing, and I don't want to, I don't want to go too crazy with it. But yes, I do play.
It's good to know that about yourself, man.
Yeah.
Really good.
If I ever want to see who Soul really is, I just got to find him on Call of Duty.
Right?
Yeah.
No, just look him
Yeah.
up on Minecraft.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
You kill my dog in Minecraft, and I'll
It's over.
How many
Yeah,
you got?
it's over.
How many you got? Just kidding.
What are you playing right now, Nate?
Right now I'm playing Red Dead Redemption online. If you guys have it, let's play. I'm trying to get a posse together so we go do missions. But I've been streaming. I've been playing that. I've been playing Mortal Kombat 11. I think I had that one. I think I'm gonna kick off Call of Duty tonight. I'm gonna dust that off and probably do a little Call of Duty sesh and do some streaming tonight. But I suck at Call of Duty, so it's kind of hard to get on there and try to stream when you suck. But I'm put some effort out. See what happens.
Oh, I also don't play those games because I just suck at them too. So
They're
So
so
you
fast.
gotta-
bro.
listen, guys,
God damn.
You just got to play games that are against yourself. Like Red Dead has a story. And you can
Yeah,
do lots of
true.
stuff on there.
Mhm.
I play Borderlands, and I play by myself. So Borderlands 4.
Alpha Breed Boxing, shout out Miami. There you go.
Where do you stream? Turtle wants to know.
On my YouTube channel, at Fob FAWB. Check it out.
forever a white belt.
That's
I
it.
actually might start streaming on Twitch.
Twitch. Well, I have an option to make a Twitch account. I just haven't made one yet. But if you get on there, yeah, I may start
Well, it
doing
would
that.
be
as
fight
well.
stuff on there, but that's because a guy that works for Twitch got a hold of me, and he's
that's
like,
awesome.
I want you guys to do this.
I do
And
have
I
one
want-
game I want to play, even though I haven't even started driving yet, and I'm probably gonna get my license like, right before the end of the year. It's NASCAR 25. I don't know why, but motorsport is kind of
Are
like.
you 16 yet?
Christ, Steve.
Come on.
No, don't say that because you got to be 18 to fight at the scrapyard, Steve.
Oh, man.
He had a very convincing McLovin ID. Like, I thought that's what your name was forever, but
Jesus Christ.
Cole McLovin, come on.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
Well, how's training been for everyone? You guys been training at all? Getting ready for some matches?
My car
Tracy?
this is
There
my
we go.
my training lately.
Been a little rough
You,
for me.
Andy,
Yeah.
Pizza.
Yeah. It's not even the holiday season yet, and I'm up 10 pounds, bro.
Hey,
That's
what's this
yeah,
guy on?
yeah. I know. I've been blowing up. I've been eating pasta, and I don't ever eat pasta, but all of a sudden we started eating pasta this past week, bro. 10 pounds in a week, easy.
10 pounds.
Macaroni and cheese, bro. Just
It's all, you know what? All you're doing is you're
bulking. I know.
it's
Trying.
carbs, but it's also water weight. So don't think that you're
Yeah.
gaining 10 pounds of fat.
Yeah. I'm not. That's what I keep telling myself too, man. Thank you, Steve.
I don't think it's physically possible to put on 10 pounds of fat in a week. I don't think that's possible.
Man,
Eat about 5 pounds of macaroni. What's
I was about to
that?
say, do you fall asleep right after you eat?
Yes. You don't
He just
smoke
eats
that
and
bowl and then
falls asleep, just passes out. Wake up and keep eating.
macaroni all up on the.
What are your
beard and
blood
everything.
macaroni levels at right now?
Oh, they're high, bro. They're high.
Blood macaroni.
Oh, I love it.
Supreme White Cream, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but your
Of course.
phone has this weird thing where it's tilted the wrong way.
You got to turn it.
You gotta turn it. I make everybody do that.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. Maybe.
Well,
It's,
sort of.
you got to turn your auto. You got
You have your auto lock
You
on.
got that
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, let me see if I can.
It's a rite of
Mess with
passage
it.
to get on the show.
Yeah,
It's not
just a
his
little bit.
fault, guys. He does construction. You know, he climbs trees and stuff like that.
Red Fox says
What are
blood
these
macaroni
things?
levels are high.
Yeah, those blood
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I'm still
shout out
trying
to
to figure it
Chandra.
out.
I want to give a shout out to Chandra. She's been doing some photography out here. And Logan's another. He came out last
Yes.
event, did some photography. Guys, really show your appreciation towards the people that are coming out and doing this stuff, because those pictures are like iconic, and they're gonna just be something you will have forever.
Mhm. And they're volunteering their time, guys. So if you guys can, I mean, they post their Cash apps and their Venmo apps. I understand, holidays are coming up and whatnot, but if you can, donate a little something, $5, $10.
God, yeah,
a
like
year,
if they
it
took
would
some
be
really
awesome.
badass pictures
Yeah.
of you, like,
and you're
man,
using them, that's
slide
the thing
them,
too.
slide them a little bit of cash. It's just like a tip,
Yeah. Yeah, guys. That's
They
it.
take some top tier pictures. To be honest, those pictures are awesome, man.
I've been using them for thumbnails. Like I clip out parts of the thumbnails and everything, and it's just so much more clear than me trying to pull it from inside the image.
Yeah, we all
sorry,
use
inside the video that I edit. That's what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Supreme White, you're about ready to have that baby soon.
Yeah, we
Congrats,
actually
man.
we went to the doctor's like Friday because we thought her water broke, but
Oh, wow.
no, she just ended up peeing herself because she coughed. But it happens, when you're pregnant.
Yep.
But so he should be here within the next like week and a half.
Is this your first kid?
Yeah, it's my first kid. It's a boy.
Yeah. A little lizard. That's what we're calling them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be we're having a couple little lizards now. Roman had a baby. Now Supreme White, he's gonna have a baby. We're gonna have 2 little
Mhm.
tiny babies on the Reptilian top team now.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Under a
He's gonna,
year old, little
he's gonna
lizard.
be a little menace when he gets older. If he's anything like me when I was young.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Heck yeah, man.
Fatherhood
Yeah,
is an
yeah.
amazing thing, I'll tell you, man.
Oh,
Oh yeah, man. I'm super excited, dude. I got an awesome wife and great support here, and everybody outside the house as well from the gym. It's just awesome. So it's been super dope.
that's so important too. I mean, we've talked about this at the gym where in order to like pursue a career in this, it's so important to have like your living situation in order, your relationships in order, your finances in order, because you have to dedicate so much time to this craft and this art to develop that it's really hard to do when you got a chaotic home life. You got to constantly
Yep.
leave the gym to go take care of some business out of it, so having that support system, it's vital. And in extension, again, that's why I have such a warm place in my heart for the scrapyard, is because it provides that sense of community that fighters are looking for, and that support system that needs to be there to help them grow and develop. So again,
Mhm.
I mean, look at all of us, man. All of us have different backgrounds. We come from different places, but because of this event, we can come together and collaborate, check up on one another. I mean, we've all spoken, personally, even outside this podcast. And hell, I think I've trained with every one of you outside this podcast. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. And we all got brought together thanks to these events that we throw on every month. I mean, that's great stuff right there, man. You're not gonna
Mhm.
find it anywhere else.
Nope.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of different stuff similar out there, but you know what? Ever since we started this thing that we do out here, one of my main goals was just to be different, to set ourselves apart, not better, but just different, and that's always been like, I want that unique look. I want that unique feeling. I want there to be order. I want there to be respect. I want people to be able to depend on this and get a lot out of it.
Mhm.
And I mean, I feel like even 5 years into it, we're still doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
even
only
just speaking on that from like you were saying, order and stuff. I know I'm not trying to bring up anything from the past, but being like I've went with you to other past
yeah.
things, you know what I'm saying? It
Mhm.
like when we went down to where we went, it's
Virginia, yeah, we could talk about it. We
yeah,
I
went
mean,
down
yeah,
to
yeah,
when we
Virginia.
went
Yeah.
down.
look, guys, I'm that whole thing with Street Beasts, they were a part of what we were for a long time. And I know everything happened the way it happened, but I mean, I still am like very thankful that for the experiences that we had, and that getting that
I mean, no,
initial
I don't
start.
I don't knock them. I'm just that outside of like the street or outside of the scrapyard, that was my other that's like my only other so far I've went and fought somewhere type thing.
Mhm.
And so just
Yeah.
saying that, like I say, the order and control that is at the scrapyard, that isn't, in other places, you can't take that for granted. That's a good thing to have. You know what I'm saying? It's being able to have, like you said, just not everybody fighting at bits and teeth at each other. Because I mean, you can go some places where if it's not controlled in the right way, and you know people aren't looking out for the better of each other, egos can get in the way, and then that can ruin a lot of fun, you know what I'm
Oh
saying,
yeah.
for a lot of people.
It can ruin events completely.
Hmm.
I've been there when
Yeah.
it's happened, when teams gone against teams
Hmm.
where they don't, something happens in the ring. Somebody throws like a cheap shot or something, then all of a sudden it's team against team. The whole event blows up.
Hmm.
And a lot of that's due to, lack of respect for the event or lack of order at the event,
That is true.
pride,
And
ego, all that stuff,
yeah,
man.
I mean, your actions on what you do somewhere, those are reflected on like how you feel about that organization or
Hmm.
whatever. That's
Mhm.
why when we had something happen a few months back, like I was really, I'm still pissed off about it. And um but we made the decisions that we made. And I mean, until things get resolved, it's just like, no, everyone stays away, and
Yeah.
you guys need to like be thankful for the opportunities and stuff you get out here. And not only that, but like, let's look at some other stuff that we have too. Is like, our medical staff. I bring that up all the time. It's just you get checked out before and after you
They're
get.
the best. They're the
I mean,
absolute
Mhm.
that
best.
doesn't happen everywhere.
Seriously.
Even when I fought
I
amateur,
will say, I mean, even just for the fact that we're like, I mean, not that we should get paid or no shit like that, but being that you're not getting paid for that, and that somebody is looking out for you in that sense, like, you're coming here and you're fighting, but there is the ultimate cost of your health. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
a lot of people don't really weigh that factor in until something big happens. Like, let's say you go in there and you get knocked out. Okay,
Mhm.
well, then if there is no medical tent or whatever, you have to go sit in a chair by yourself and just think about, well, what just
Right.
happened to me, because that's,
That's literally what happened to me in
yeah.
Virginia.
And so it's like,
well,
it's,
guys, I mean, I've had people come up to me in places and say, "Oh man, this person just got knocked out." And it's like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Well, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a
yeah.
nurse. I don't know." That, and that's because like I went through the amateur ranks and stuff, and I was a fighter, and I know how like important it is to have that. And even when I fought, like they didn't have nearly like what we have. They had this guy that was, I guess, a nurse,
Like
and
an
he had
EMT, probably.
he could listen to your heartbeat and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
your heart rate's high." It's like, and that was it.
Yeah, I
Well,
Um,
mean, he's
it
like,
just
you're
makes
still alive, you're not dead,
Yeah.
so
I
yeah,
don't
I
feel
feel
any
like it
blood,
just
you're
makes
fine.
you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, buddy. What were you
I
saying?
was gonna say I feel like it just makes you feel like so much more confident too getting in there, knowing that if you do get hurt, you know what I mean. There is a medical team and people around you that you're close with, and that can take care of you afterwards. And it's not just gonna be you by yourself in a chair, like you guys were saying.
at least tell you like where to go and what to do,
Yep.
I
and
mean, not
and
even
that
just
can
that.
give you like good
Dennis
sound
and Bree are
advice.
amazing. Like, they're like, me and Dennis have sit there and talked plenty. Like,
Uh-huh.
he's just a all around good guy. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
Yeah, he is.
just good people. Like,
Yeah,
I just,
Dennis, Bree, Tess,
Mhm.
everybody that
yeah.
comes out, they're great, and they're looking out. They love coming out here, and that's why it's
Mhm.
also so important that like, yes, we treat them good, we treat them with respect, because it's like if they just decide they didn't want to come out here anymore, then
Mhm.
they wouldn't come out here anymore.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and for those individuals in particular, they're individuals that only give to the scrapyard, guys. I mean, really, they're not really getting anything out of it. Not even like what competitors get. Competitors, at the very least, get some notoriety out of it. You get some experience out of it.
Hmm.
There's individuals that are showing up to these events that care enough about the community that they get nothing out of it other than I'm here to for the safety of the competitors.
Mhm.
They love what Fire Chicken's trying to do for the community and bringing people together. And these events couldn't happen without their help. And we're always
100%.
appreciative. I mean, Fire Chicken says it all the time. He's always appreciative of all these guys and females that come out and help get this ship going, man. And they do such a wonderful job, everybody in their own respect.
Matchmakers, people
Mhm.
checking
Yeah.
in, people doing weigh-ins, people helping set up, people tearing down. Like it
Mhm.
really is a community. It's
The
it's not just
vendors, all of it. Yeah.
it's yeah.
Hey, real quick, yeah, big shout out to everybody that got the cavocado at the last event.
That was
Oh,
amazing, by
They
the way,
man,
too. Yeah.
yeah, they have amazing food, but they sold out in like 2 hours, and that was really awesome,
that's
guys. I
good.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Derek made that post, and the scrapyard provided, and it hurt it, and that's what we're here to do, guys. Community helping each other, and I love seeing it. I really do love seeing it, guys. It's awesome.
Those that, because I got the burrito and the tacos, which I'm assuming they're kind of the
Are you trying to
same,
go
a
up
little
a
bit
weight
different.
class? What are
I
you
miss
doing?
avocado tacos so
I
much.
listen. All I'm saying is I've looked at the pool there, and I mean, you were mentioning earlier. Turtle was telling me at the last
Uh-huh.
event that he's watching me, so that means QP has now dropped like 2 weight classes. It seems like, and
Yeah.
he's
Well,
almost
Turtle,
knocking on my door, so I can't, I can't be light on my toes.
bro.
I got to pick up a little bit, and then I want to
Yeah.
be a really sturdy 150 now. That way I can trim down if I really need to.
Right.
But
Speaking of trimming down, man, Turtle
yeah, cause
trimmed like 40 pounds. He was like
yeah, and
Yeah.
Turtle's got some experience. I was
195.
telling him last time, I'm like, you would be
Yeah.
fun, but you got a lot more experience than
Yeah,
me. So
he's
you know,
looking
but
cut, bro, at
oh man,
155 right now. And he
yeah,
said
I
he's been
watch
putting
him.
in the work over the
Hmm.
last year. He's been putting in work. So I'm
Hmm.
excited to see him get back in the yard, man. It's unfortunate we couldn't get him an opponent. But yeah, with these higher level competitors, we want to make it like worth their while, you know. So we need to get the right matches for him for sure. And he understands that.
Oh
He
yeah.
was really cool about that. So
I was even telling him, I was like, I want to so bad. Like, even when they announced it, I'm standing there and I'm looking, I'm like, man, I
get
don't
that
have a fight
itch.
today. I could do it if I
Yeah.
wanted to, but I was
Mhm.
like, in my
uh-huh.
head, I know his skill level is just way
Mhm.
more than me. You know, I'm just like, and I'm not gonna put myself in that situation, but at the same time, I'm not against it. I would love
Mhm.
to, just because
Goals, right?
he's
It's
he's a
something to
yeah,
Yeah.
work
he's a legend
towards.
out there. So
Well,
I you know,
Blue, I'll say, like, you fought some really, really tough opponents out at the scrapyard. Like,
Mhm.
I want to say you owe it. You don't shy away from fighting anybody, and that's how you grow. Though that's how you get better. You
yeah, and
don't
I
cherry
mean,
pick your
it's like I
opponents.
say,
You're
even
like, yeah,
even
I'll fight the champ. I'll fight the
yeah.
champ. Whatever.
I mean, if it means, listen, the thing what to me is like, there's no win or loss when it comes to this because truly, like, I mean, if we were getting paid for it, oh, that would be a completely different ball game because,
It always
I,
is on any level. Yeah.
but at the same time, I don't take it lightly because it's still me learning. Like,
Mhm.
I know I can amp myself up more and a lot more, but then I also I don't want to get so like to me, right? Like even when I first started this, I remember telling my girl, I was like, I could either go into it winning a lot in the beginning and lose hard down the road, or I'm gonna end up losing now and start winning hard down the road.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so to me, I've always looked at it like regardless of who's in front of me, regardless of who, because it's always a Russian roulette. You don't know who you're going to show up and
Yeah.
fight. It's just
Right.
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
But with that, it's like whoever it is, that's the day. Like I've signed up
Yeah.
for it. I've come this far. I've waited all month, been thinking about it.
Mhm.
Because as soon as you sign up and you post, it's like whoever sees it, they're gonna be like, oh, they're fighting this month. They're fighting this month. So you already know it's like you can't not show up. Like it's like what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
uh RSVP into a party and then not showing up. You have to show up. So you
Right.
know
Right.
You
when it
know,
comes to that, I that's why I love the scrapyard is because the Russian roulette aspect of it is like you don't never know, but you do know that
A
if you
little
put your
more.
skills on the table, something's gonna happen major that day. So
That's it. Yeah.
it's kind of funny you mentioned that because it's not something that I've ever had to be part of. When I went and fought over, Virginia and that, my first couple times, it was just randomized. They didn't pick anybody online or anything, and we didn't see any signups or anything like that. So
mhm,
I didn't have the chance to like scroll through all the different signups and be like,
mhm.
I wonder if I'm fighting this guy. I wonder if I'm fighting that guy. But I will say that the two first Virginia fights I had were really similar to my first smoker show, in amateur MMA. And it's like they just bring you into a circle and they go over a list and they're like, okay, who's this weight? And they're like, okay, you guys are fighting each other. You guys, that's exactly how it happened when I fought amateur. So
Mhm,
I mean, that was kind of, and that's exactly how it happened in Virginia too.
mhm.
They didn't even weigh us over there. Like they just took your word for it.
Virginia was even crazier. Like that was crazy.
I
You and you.
I
And
can't
it
believe
was
I got put up
like
with a 135.
they were
Holy
like
shit.
weed
Yeah,
eating like an hour
That
that
was
kind of
before we
wild.
irritated
fought and
me,
stuff. I
Cole,
was like, what the heck?
because
All
they
right.
gave you a one. Like I think the guy cut down to 135. To be
Yeah.
honest,
He
and
looked
That
he looked his
that guy
just
was
whole body frame looked just more man than me.
yeah,
yeah,
he
and the funny thing is,
Literally.
well, it's not
Just more
funny, but
man. Like
what
more
happened right
masculine.
before that was like I got shit for that because they're like, this guy's your boxing champ and he's fighting my guy that's got, you know, zero and like no wins and all this stuff. And I didn't say anything. I was just like, I mean, your concern's valid, but then the fight happened, and then what happened, and then the guy never said anything to me after
Mhm.
that, like, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to come at you like that. No, he just kind of was
I
like,
will tell you, and this is low key the reason why I even brought up the whole Virginia thing, right? And I still I'm not trying to get into the whole because I don't do back and forth over online,
Mhm.
right? But the animosity behind that and why I still will now have a sour taste in my mouth because of Virginia is because that was the first fight of that day. I feel like I was robbed. And then later
Robbed.
on down the road,
Robbed.
Scarface posted,
I swear to God.
he said they lost 7 out of their 8 fights that they had down here. So what do you want me to say?
And you know what? Going into that
It's-
whole thing, I
so
was told like we don't want to make it like,
right.
us versus them competition in that aspect. We just want to have fun. That's what I went into it as. Um, you know, but it's whatever,
Yeah.
man. Like
Yeah. No, I mean
it's
I don't
it's
yeah,
I'm
but
not
I'm
even
just
I'm not
saying,
even saying I didn't hear that whole thing, but
I mean, no, he didn't
um
say it. It was a post. It was like I said, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't, but I did see it though, and I was like, that's a little, you know what I'm saying?
Felt
That's
some kind of way about
yeah.
it. That's
I
for
mean, that's
sure. Yeah.
just because I was one of the fights. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Not
in
me.
this.
Yo, not me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I because then if I would have been like, well, I felt like, but I didn't go, I'm not
You're
He
all
look.
whatever.
He
6 out of 8.
he
Stop.
lucky. He lucky. He
well,
lucky. I didn't show up. He lucky. I didn't. Show up. I ain't
if
lose.
That's for sure.
Well,
if
no,
you
I ain't
they
lose.
definitely, they had the competition pool down there for our weight class was definitely pretty. Like
Trash.
they have some pretty skilled guys down there. They were even trying to. I feel like they would have almost got some guys kind of thrashed, but the Friday night fight phase guys showed up and they were like trying to like match them up like towards the end of the day. I'm like, these guys are real experienced. Like these aren't like low level guys,
Mhm.
because some of those guys they brought down there were really good. Like when you watch them, they're good.
Sure.
Shout out my
Yeah,
man
there's
Taj.
levels to
Taj
this for
Trey.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Taj Trey.
yeah.
Taj
And if you knew going down there ahead of time that they really do the crowd vote and everything and that
Yeah.
whole thing, then that's sort of something you have to go into it knowing
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna fight, but there's a chance that if it goes to
Mhm.
decision, like it could have been somebody that just walked up 5 minutes ago or
Mhm.
whatever. So it's really even more so that you have to not let it. You got to basically
Yeah.
play by the rules of the place that you're at.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go to fight in one place, they might do things a completely different way, and you just have to roll with it. So,
I'm training to never let it go to decisions anymore. I
Mhm.
mean, hey,
Hey,
they're
that's
gonna happen here and there,
mhm.
but I mean, if anything goes to prove, I'm trying to make sure things don't
Yeah.
go to decision.
Fight fights to finish fights, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just gotta,
that's a good goal right there. Try to
yeah.
finish fights.
I
Yeah.
don't really like the decision aspect of it. I hate it.
I don't
I
either.
hate it.
Yeah, I get you there,
I'm not gonna.
man.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna
Understandable.
hold you. I like the decisions because most of the time I know I beat them up. So
Well, why can't you end it in the last round, bro?
I,
Dang, beat him up the whole fight, then end
Hey,
it.
because my thing is
that's a
my
good
thing is
goal there.
like I'll give it to you the first round. Like I'll see what you got. Like I want to see how hard you can hit. Like the
Mhm.
first round, that's all I want. Like I'll hit you to even it a little bit, but most of the time I just want to see how you hit. But I'll hit you so that I get points. But second and third round, bro, you're done for.
Yeah. Well,
so
you may feel a
So
little differently once you go pro and you're getting paid
Yeah,
to do this. You're gonna want to finish those fights, bro.
well,
Don't want
I
to
mean,
leave it up to no
but
decision.
right, but I've watched a number of fighters come through the scrapyard, obviously, and I've boxed with a number of fighters, and some fighters are more knockout fighters, some fighters are more pressure fighters,
yep.
points
Mhm.
fighters, and
Mhm.
it it doesn't. There's no negative. I
It's
mean,
just your style. Whoever,
yeah,
yeah.
it's your style. Like me, I'm not the type that wants to necessarily go to a decision, but um I would rather end it in the first couple rounds personally. But I think maybe if I look at somebody like Viking Warrior, who most of his fights were won in decision, but look at his record.
He's
I
more
mean,
technical. He's that jab is crazy.
yeah,
Like his
He
but
utilized
like he
that
keeps
reach
you at
really
bay.
well.
He's
Yep.
long. Like
Yep.
I've
just a
been
lot of
working on
technical
it.
work.
I've been working on it.
That's good. You got the same thing for your weight and you got those long arms. Plus
Mhm.
you got surprisingly a lot of power at 135. That a lot
Who
I
me?
think you surprised a lot of people. Yeah, you lights
definitely.
out.
You know how many people just think
Yeah,
that they're going to come
you.
in and fight you, and then they end up losing, and they're like,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
he's super strong. Yeah, he hits hard.
My first fight, well, I'll take it.
You
take
asked
it.
for that your first fight though, didn't you?
I did. I was like, no, I'll still tell you to this day. Before I even fought, the first video I watched of the scrapyard, because like I said, I was seeing the street beef stuff, but I didn't know where the scrapyard was. I mean,
Mhm.
it was probably a scrapyard and street beef mix, just different kinds of fights.
Mhm.
But then I, at some point, figured out that scrapyard was in Gig Harbor, and it was around the same time that I was watching a video of you and uh, what's his name? What's his name? Fuck. I used to remember. Anyway, I watched that fight and I was like, I bet you money if I go out there and fight, I'm gonna end up fighting him. And lo and behold, a month later, I'm
Dreams
sitting
come
there. I was
true.
like, for one, I showed up. I showed up wrapping my hands up like how. Anyway, I was preparing the wrong way. And he was like, "Hey, you can't do that for one." And he was like, "Two, are you okay with fighting so and so person?" And I said, I'll fight anybody. And
Are
that
you okay
started
with
it from
fighting the
there.
world champion of the world?
Yeah.
I was like, I'll fight anybody. And then man, that was a crazy fight. Even just because I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. I didn't know nothing about, like, I had never been in a boxing like ring or whatever. I was just like,
Then I beat
we're
you
gonna
time.
go for it. Like, I don't even know.
Then I beat you the
Mhm.
second time,
Ah,
and I'll beat you the
okay.
third time.
Yes.
There will never be a fourth. 'Cause that's
Well,
Eh,
you
maybe,
never know. Tracy's
maybe.
working and he's
Hey,
working his
hey,
way up to pro too. You
I
never
like
know.
Maybe.
I like the friendly. I don't know if it's friendly, but
Oh no,
I
I
know
mean, hey,
I've
I know
already
there's another
it's
person
sport.
who's not.
Listen, it's called competitive sportsmanship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
it. I
it's
like
I
it.
no
love
beef.
it.
good.
I
It's
love it.
ringship. I mean,
I love it.
ring generalship. I mean,
Rivalries,
he
right?
wants to
Yeah.
govern the ring around that weight, and
Yeah.
so do I. So
That's
that's
rivals. It's healthy
you just gotta
rivalries,
clash
guys.
heads. It's just
Yeah.
Hey,
we know how
so
to settle it.
Hey,
I would
There we
drop
go.
to
what?
125.
You
What?
One
what?
more time.
I would drop down to 125 if you're boxing me.
Who?
I'm at
So?
like
Oh,
I'm
so
like gaining
Oh,
weight, but I don't know if I can
I think
maintain it.
this guy's calling you out right now.
Turtle versus
Turtle versus Lights Out too.
I need that one.
that'd be interesting.
Turtle's 155. Where you at, Lights Out? What's your
yeah,
weight right now?
Turtle's gonna be
I'm at
a one.
136.2.
You're
Sheesh.
136.
Oh, you're getting down there. Holy crap.
Ooh, Turtle, you lose another 5 pounds, and Lights Out, you put another 5 on, and we think we got a match.
Oh yeah,
Or we get
I like to
soul,
see that.
or we get soul on a high fat, high carb, high protein, high food diet,
There we
Fill 'em
go.
up.
and we bulk
Ice
him
cream
up
diet,
to
bro.
175.
Hey,
And
Damn.
come hang out with me, Saul. I got some macaroni, man. I'll just
I just
feed
need
me.
I just
If
need
none of it ever happens, I promise you this: if lights out, if I can catch you before you go pro, I want to have that 145 belt, and we need to have the 135, 145 clash off for that last time.
Ooh, that'd be
Even if you go, even if you got two
I
over
need
me,
what I
my
need.
first one, hold on, but I gotta say this: my first one, you gotta admit, everybody's first one, you're not expected to win. Even if you are expected to win, you must win in there and got a hand. And I didn't get no hand picked it. I got the champion. So for there, you got to give me credit on that one. Two, the second time, I had a fight less than a week later, which, mind you, I'm not making any excuses. I'm just saying I got in there, thugging it out with you. Then a week later, you know, but hey, I still loved it regardless.
Listen,
It was
I'm a, I'm a,
one of the better fights that I think
I'm gonna keep
I've
it
personally
I'm
had.
gonna
So
keep it P with you. I don't care if you had a fight the next week because I've fought 3 times in a day. So let me keep
I
it game.
like it. I like it.
That's
Again,
valid.
you're still not in that third one. I don't know what how you feel.
Okay.
You feel me?
Give me a reason to train harder. I love it.
We gotta meet him in the
But
pros,
my
bro.
thing
Yeah, buddy. Even if
is,
it's one day in the
Hey,
pros,
maybe one day we just have just a fucking chaotic just rematch in the pros
Battle
between
Royale.
Blue
Like, we're
and
getting there, guys. We're getting to the Battle
Yeah.
Royale. We've already done a 2 versus 1. We've
They're
done
gonna
a
have
tag team. The tag team turned into a 2 versus 2 at the end.
just line the
Like,
cage, and
it's
then
only a
people just
matter of
get
time
tagged in
before people are
at
picking
random.
each other up and throwing them outside the ring. Like
We're gonna have a
what,
full. What was it called in WWE? What they call it?
WrestleMania, wasn't that
Yeah,
what it was?
WrestleMania. You're gonna have a
Battle
full
Royale.
WrestleMania.
Throwing him over the cage. You got to get thrown over the cage. You get eliminated. I like it, bro. Let's do
not the
that.
not the what is it called? Yeah, that is the elimination. What is it when they throw them out the ring?
Yeah, I think that's what
The
it's
Royal
called.
Rumble.
Royal
Yeah,
Rumble.
Royal
That's
Rumble.
what it was.
There we go.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wanna
let's do
say-
that.
Look,
I
I'm not
think
gonna
I
lie.
can. I think I can overhead press all of you except for maybe Nate. No
Come
offense,
on,
Nate.
man.
It's the macaroni.
It's a macaroni.
So
No, I've
It's a
seen you in
blood
the gym.
macaroni.
You can lift. You're strong, bro. You got it. You got it.
Well, that's in a yeah, King of the Cage or King of the Ring or whatever it is, where you got to get each other out of the ring. That would be the most helpful attribute to have, is to be able to lift people up.
yeah, right.
You
That
think-
being tall. Yeah.
You think we
That
could
cage
do one
is
of
kind
those?
of high too. You have to
Mm.
get it over the
You think?
cage.
Hey,
kinda high.
Steve. You think we could do one of those? I don't know if there's anybody in the yard we could do it with, but
Oh, I got it. You
A
put
Shark
somebody on your shoulders. We should do a boxing match like that.
Oh my!
how?
Like
you
they
put
do in
somebody
the
on your
pools?
shoulders, and they're the ones on top are the only ones that can punch.
Oh,
Like a game of
geez, yeah.
chicken, almost like when you do it in the
Yeah.
pool.
Let the person at the bottom
Oh.
kick.
Yeah, there we go.
that'd be a
Oh my
fall.
God.
That'd be a far.
Could you
fall.
imagine if you fall though?
Well,
That'd
yeah.
be so
Just land on your
the
head.
risks
I
are-
guess that's in the pool. You don't have to worry about that, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That could go bad. That could be like, yeah.
What about like a
Ah.
Shark Tank with somebody that like we did it with Viking Warrior once, but I don't know if we could maybe do that again.
We should do that for people send off to the pros.
That
Mhm.
sounds
for
good.
sure. Yeah.
Lights
Yeah.
out. Shark
Lights
Tank
out.
it, bro.
Yo, bro.
We'll hit that 100.
If,
So-
if
100
there ever ends
matches.
up being a Shark Tank of Lights Out, I gotta make it out. I gotta try and put it on while I can. I might
I'll
not have a
tap
lot of
in.
weight, but
I want to say
one of my like dreams is to like fight you if we all ever get close in weight. And
Me?
like
Me
in like the competitive sportsmanship way, you know what I mean, bro?
my thing is
Competitive sportsman.
when we, hey, Blue, next time we fight, for the last time, we should do boxing with MMA gloves.
I'm on
There
it.
we go. There we
I'll
go.
take it. I'll take that offer.
All right. Future
I'll take that
setup.
offer.
We got a lot of good ideas here, guys.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I'll take that
Hey,
offer.
I
I don't
was-
know if you want
what-
less padding in between me and my hands, but
I don't care about that. I don't care
I'll
about that.
take it.
Mr. Gilchrist too, since he thinks he's Mr. Fighter of the Year. I need him.
Yeah.
Wait, was that fight, hey, Cam?
We got
was
a
that
draw.
fight?
I don't like draws.
Yo, Cam, was that fight that you did with who was that? That one fight that you did with MMA gloves that was boxing. Was that the only fight that was done with like MMA gloves in
Yeah.
boxing rules?
Beat him up.
I forgot what his name was, but he was like a little bit taller. It was a MMA style boxing.
It was
match.
Ludo.
Ludo.
Yeah, it was Ludo. That guy.
Was that the only like
No,
MMA
there's been a
gloves kind of
couple.
match we had, or
There's been a couple. I just can't. John Ed's wife, she did a MMA glove kickboxing match with
Wee.
Volkova.
Yep. Shout out Tiffany.
Yeah.
Tiffany and Velkova did a boxing match with MMA gloves.
There's been a couple. I just don't really remember because it kind of blends in, because when you see it happen, you think it's an MMA fight,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was an option, man. I want some MMA gloves. It'd be crazy.
There you go.
That'd be insane.
Why don't we just start doing
You gotta
MMA?
get somebody
Supreme?
consent. to
Start
that
doing
one,
that.
but yeah.
I'm going to. So the goal was to train during my off time at the scrapyard for MMA, but I haven't been able to make it to open mat in the past 2 weeks with work and stuff outside of that. But I am wanting to train MMA, hopefully like a month or two after baby's born, and then do a few more boxing matches at the scrapyard around like January, February, and then in like March, April,
Personal
go towards
information,
MMA a little bit.
Personal preference here, but make sure you're like consistently there right after the baby's born. That's just what I've learned.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
taking
Don't rush
breaks
back
off.
into training because
No,
all the help, brother.
no. I've been it's on lock that I'm
I
gonna
rushed
be
into work
here.
and it was crazy. So
Nate, I most
Um,
definitely come to the gym and get some work with you and Supreme, because Supreme I love.
Hell yeah.
Somebody
yeah,
pick me up on the way. I wanna go.
me and Blue got some work in what 2
Everybody,
2
y'all
weeks
come on. Yeah.
yes, sir.
ago? Yeah, dude,
I
that was
think,
fun, man.
So just recently today, my mom was taking my car to work and my car broke down.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I hate car trouble.
It blew up. My engine blew up.
Gasket.
Oh,
Gasket.
probably. I
I
mean, if I go down there next Friday, I'll
I
maybe come slide by and pick you up lights out. I mean, I think you're only in like Lakewood, so you're not too far from me. But
Come
because I'm
do
thinking
it.
about
Go.
coming back or coming down next Friday. I
I
wasn't
ended
able to this Friday because of Halloween, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Understandable.
I mean, I ended up getting a new car because my mom, she works taking care of the people at their house. She's a CNA, and they had a car that was just sitting there that they used to use to transport their patients, and they don't need it no more, so they're just going to give it to me. I don't even need to buy it. They're just going to give it to me. So
What a blessing,
and
bro. Merry Christmas.
it only has
Mhm.
76,000 miles,
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's a steal. You can't beat that.
You
and
take care of that. That'll last you a while.
it's a
Oh
Yep.
19
yeah, dude.
it's a 1999 with 76,000 miles on it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, nobody's
You
driving
good.
that. Yeah.
So
All right,
I'm
well, make
excited.
sure you guys pick up Fire Chicken on your way through, and we'll make it a whole.
I need to go.
Yeah,
I'll try,
for
bro.
sure.
I got a 2-seater now, bro. So it's gonna be kind of difficult, but I got.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, laps, bro. Laps. Whatever.
Hey, you guys
I
been
don't know about
checking?
with Nate though, because he's been eating that macaroni, and
I know I'm a whole nother weight class now,
you know.
bro.
Hey, listen, Nate definitely is fast for his size. I was messing around with him last time I was down there, and oh man, he clipped me one time good in the body, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
No, I
because
was
he's
Squeeze
so
one out.
fast. Man, I learn so much whenever I go down there. That's why I love making
That's
that
what
trip,
it's
just because
about, bro.
every time I'm picking up things that I
Mhm.
didn't know.
Hey, and
So
we got old school there too
oh yeah.
afterwards. So if you guys want to get in a boxing, just straight boxing mid class, he starts at 7:30 to 9. So right after open mat, he comes in 30 minutes later and he has an hour and a half boxing class. So it could be like a whole 4 hour training for you guys if you wanted, man. 5 to 9. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to stay this next time I come and actually get a lot more from him because I wasn't able to last time just because I had to
Yeah.
pick up my kids. But yeah, old school is
Yeah.
definitely where it's at.
Yeah. And like I said, family's always invited. You know that Blue. You can always have your fam there. Yeah, man, we're a great atmosphere, and we'd love having you guys. So stop in, fellas.
I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to Nate's wife, and I was like, man, it would suck if you were to go and like just try to pick a fight with Nate. Like, oh yeah, this dude, let's go fight this.
Let me fight this
You
dude.
just go up there thinking that you're gonna beat him up, and then next thing you know, like you don't does, and then Nate, because he's so good at fighting, beats him up. They're like, yep. How did that go?
Deceiving.
You go to the guy. You go to the guy after he went up there. How did that go for you?
When you begin training, you kind of start to realize it's like a lot of people can't really like fight, if that makes sense. Like a lot of people overestimate their ability.
Oh, by a lot.
Most people. Yeah.
And I'm just like, so what if I just head kicked you? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
There was
It's
this
like,
guy
there's
that was at
people-
my job
There's
the other
people
day.
that
That's
don't
so
have
funny
my
that you said
tolerance
that.
for that kind of stuff that will make a very foolish decision to just be like, bop, 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 bop. And next thing you know,
There's also like 90%
know?
of the people that don't have like the thought of like what happens if this lasts longer than 30 seconds.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like
I told this
not a
guy that was at
thing.
my job, he was like talking crap about it, and I was like, well, bro, like, do you get that? Like, most people who are just slightly even training some, if they jar
Yeah.
you in the head one good time, that alone is gonna make you have to. And then on top of that, you're like, as soon as you get jarred in the head, you got to keep thinking because they keep coming. I'm like, I was like that. A street fight and a boxing thing is completely two different
Yeah.
things. You know what I'm saying? Where in a street fight, 9 times out of 10, they don't want to fight you. They're fighting because you both have provoked each other, and somebody slightly, maybe, let's say, pushes you, or a shove or a slap, or
Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't really want to fight. You were just wanting
That's
to argue. You know?
And it's not even that. A lot of the times, like you're both scared. You know, like they're fighting you.
So much truth in
guys,
that.
you guys are both just like, come on then. So you know what I mean? Like,
well, I've been in lots of situations like that, and a lot of times it just takes a person to kind of stay calm and not escalate it. There's definitely been situations where me not wanting to fight a person because I know what it could lead to, or because it's like, what's the point? And it's not a fear thing. It's just like,
right.
it's really dumb to do a lot, like street fighting stuff, to be honest.
Mhm.
Especially when we have a platform where we can come out and do this kind of thing, without having the risk of hitting your head on concrete or people jumping in and kicking you in the side of the head. So
That stuff goes so sideways so quick, man.
yeah,
To
And
be
then for
honest,
people that aren't around people who train at all, it's like the like the thought of wanting to be aggro with somebody and wanting to get in a street fight, it just doesn't cross their mind of how dangerous and sketchy it can be. Like I got two scars on. I got one on my hip and one on my back from being stabbed from being jumped in a fight. You know what I mean? Like it happens, dude, and it's so unexpected, and it can just turn so quick, man. Like so
Very.
quick.
yeah. Too bad more people don't want to get the gloves on and settle it like this anymore. People are a lot more likely to pull some shady shit, than they were a while back, I
Well, it's
think.
because, like you were saying,
Oh
the
yeah.
ego thing, man. Too many people have too many egos nowadays. That's
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
like
Well,
you
that
have
and fighting,
you know.
knowing how to fight isn't part of. It's not a necessity to people anymore. Back then, like when I was younger, you kind of like were more likely to know a little bit how to like fight and more willing to get into a fight. But now people are just so eager to like jump into escalating it past that because they don't want to look stupid in front of
Well,
people.
they're protecting a false narrative.
Yeah.
ego,
Everybody
right?
thinks that they're untouchable. Everybody
Mhm.
thinks that they're just, I don't
Saving
know,
face, man. That's a big thing.
whatever you think, you're under this world of this umbrella of untouchableness. Like, I mean, and then whenever something like that happens, they just, like I said, that ego thing, they're trying to protect something that never really was real, when most situations you can just walk away from. Like, you
Yeah.
can't, like, I mean, are you gonna argue with a wall? Like,
Right?
you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
there
Some
Like,
are
people will.
situations, yeah, where you just have to you can't play into it because it's
mm,
like the outcome's not going to happen the way you want it to. Like, I mean, I've gotten into it with some people before, and they're just like, "Yeah, come out here and fight me." I'm like, "Well, you think I'm going to spend like $1,000 on plane tickets and a hotel to fly down to you, to fight you? Like, that's stupid. Like,
Right.
just stop with this stuff and quit trying to be big and bad in front of your friends."
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Crazy.
anyway, it's kind of getting to the 2-hour mark. What have you
oh
guys thought
shit.
of it? I don't know if you guys have been watching lately, but have you noticed the channel's been kind of blown up a little bit?
The
Mhm.
live has
channel?
been getting some pretty
Yeah.
Crazy.
crazy
Great matches
Yeah, I
on the
don't.
views.
live,
It's
man.
so I'm just trying to track it and hoping that we hit that million. I would say
50
within the
away,
next
right?
month.
50, 49, 50, I think.
50, I
Yeah.
think,
50.
right at
It
50.
hit 50. Well, no, 51. It hit 52 today, but it was like 52 and then a
Okay.
couple. And so, usually after I do those things, I lose like 50, but the amount that I gained is way higher than that. So, but yeah, I'm just saying, and I just want to bring it up, like we're probably going to hit the million within a month, so maybe even a lot sooner. So guys, I
November will
know
be
it's just something.
a million
It's
follower fight.
YouTube
Subscribers.
channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I
a
know it's
million
not that big
subscriber
of a
fight
deal
day or something.
to a lot of people, but to me, like when I wrote this whole thing right here and my book, that when I first started this whole thing, and I've got all my ideas and all my goals and all my rules, and this is the scrapyard right here, guys. This is everything that I needed to start it. This is my YouTube subscriber goal, and as you guys can see, like my YouTube subscriber goal, I made this like back 6 years ago, and like I only went to 1 million because I didn't think I'd ever hit 1 million. Like no way. So I mean, it's becoming a reality, you know.
It's all the years of hard work of that production quality, Steve.
Hell
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Come on, dude. I think
Seriously.
that out of any backyard group, I think the production quality on the videos is some of the best. I mean, you have like the kind of like tail of the tape kind of thing right before they, are about to touch gloves and fight and everything. Even the tiniest little details, I just love
as
it.
long as I don't get the weight wrong by 1,000 pounds, we're good.
I saw that on one of the videos. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, I had to redo it. I had to I had to reformat. If you go like the newer ones that are coming out, it actually says like the age now at the top instead of the height, because on the waivers the age I think is first, and I wanted it to reflect on. So when I'm transferring it from my page to the screen, I was getting the information mixed up because I'd have to go down and then up. And the one I would always like mix up a lot was the reach and the age, because it's always like 59, 60, 75, whatever. It's always like two numbers. I would always screw that one up, but yeah, I mean, it's great that people appreciate those small details. I try to keep something small like a round clock in there,
I mean, it just adds to like it's. I don't want to say it's a small detail because I feel like it's honestly a pretty noticeable one, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like some backyard some of these backyard fight organizations, you don't even know if like there's 30 seconds left before they're about to be like, hey, time.
Well, some of them, if you pull a stopwatch out, like the time isn't
even lined up properly. We got a timekeeper.
Shout out to our timekeeper.
Yeah,
You know
shout
what I
out,
mean?
bro.
We've got
Jeremy.
a timekeeper.
Show Jeremy some love for sure, man. Thank you for all your
Always,
help,
always.
bro. Hell yeah. Well, guys, I'm about done in 2 hours podcast. That's a long one for
I'm getting
me.
pretty
I
tired.
appreciate you guys coming on tonight. Yeah, man. Thank you guys. I can't wait to see you guys at the next event. Keep the training up, fellas, and yeah, let's all get together and let's try to get a solid training session in. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love that.
I gotta get
Fly
back
over
into
here.
doing
Let's
something,
go.
man. I've been just slacking off for about the last 2 weeks.
See,
so
here's the thing. My coach was like, don't fight in backyard stuff anymore. So I'm like thinking about doing like 1 or 2 more fights. Either with Toad or Ready Rob.
Okay.
Ready Rob's been catching my eye for a really good minute.
That would be a good one.
Because I think that'd be a very it'd be a challenge.
Or Elijah.
Yeah.
Elijah Canella?
He fought Ready
Sanj.
Rob.
Yeah.
Sanj and Ready Rob, I think.
Yeah,
too.
that would be a good one, man. He's got some natural talent too.
I saw him get a head kick on
he'd be a good one to kickbox, actually.
Yeah. It was like a
But
kickboxing
if you want to
fight.
just box him, like he's more MMA like kickboxer type guy. His style, and I think your style's more along the lines of that than like straight boxing.
Yeah.
Well, we can't wait to see you out again, bro.
I'm not saying you're not a good boxer.
That's the thing. I want to train boxing.
Your boxing style is more kickboxing. You know what I mean?
I want to train boxing for a little bit and try and like take another boxing match because I'm not exactly happy about the way the one went in Virginia. Like me running into an overhand that I should have seen coming is just not me. I can box much better than that. So
love it, bro.
I always want to show better of myself.
Good for you, man. I love it.
Oh, dude, you guys make me want to cut down to like 155, man.
Then do it.
Seriously.
I just said I want to. I don't know if I want.
All that pasta and supreme white cream.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Alfredo, right?
Yeah. That's special sauce.
Oh yeah, man.
All right. All right. So, guys, say your goodbyes. I gotta wrap this show up.
Take it easy, fellas.
Thanks for having us on.
All hail Kim Jong-un.
I hope he spares us someday because of you.
As always. Yeah, me too, man. See you later, bro.
Later.
This guy.
Still trying to figure
Bye,
out.
lights out.
There we go.
Oh man.
Jeez. So, great show. Lots of chat. I like that. We haven't had one of those in quite a while.
And it's
and
necessary,
we had a
man.
special guest on too, so that worked out great.
Yeah, it's funny. We were talking earlier, like, man, are we gonna be able to fill up an hour? And here we are, 2 hours later.
Yeah.
But we had so much to go over, and we had such an amazing event. I'm glad that we're able to get on some of the guys to go over it. I always love catching up with these guys and hearing how things are going, how training's going. what they have in store for us. I'm excited to hear that Lights Out's going to be going pro here soon. It's
Yeah.
about damn time. Another scrapyard competitor going pro, man. I mean, this is turning into the avenue to like go through to that next level, man. This is awesome.
I mean, whether it's you're trying to get there, starting out with us, or maybe you just want to stop in on your way there.
Mhm.
I mean, we've seen it with a few fighters now. Hummingbird and 6-0,
Mhm.
and
Malik
Malik
4-0,
O'Green
5-0.
4-0,
Yeah, 4-0.
and
Yep.
Jeremiah Robbins 3-0
Mhm.
pro MMA. Like, definitely some good people coming out of here, and it's always funny to me, like in the comments of the YouTube videos when I'm showing fights with maybe more entry level fighters, how they're like, "Oh, nobody can fight out there. I'd whoop all these guys." Is like, first off, have you ever fought? Well, no, not really, but I know I could beat that. No, you couldn't. So that's there's no
Yeah.
way.
Couch quarterbacks, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
sure. But yeah, I mean, you see it. The proof's in the pudding.
And that's all you have to point to. At the end of the day, look at all the success we're having. Look at how many competitors you're having come through the event, how many returning competitors you're having come back to the events. People would I mean, it's one thing if you're coming to the event, you've never been to it. You know that the platform has a lot of subscribers, so you show up, but that doesn't mean the event's going to be welcoming. Doesn't mean it's something you want to return to. But we
Yeah.
get fighters that have 20 plus matches at the scrapyard because they love the environment. They love the community.
Fighters that have been fighting out of here since, like, even in the last year, we've had people come back and fight that were fighting out here in the first year.
And
We
they
had
they brought back good reports. They're like, man, there's nothing like this community.
well,
There's nothing
except
like
for the
this event.
twins, but we're not going to
Yeah,
talk about them.
yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how that turned out. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But overall, really great stuff. I mean, like I said, it's always a more positive influence than negative, and we get that across the board. It wouldn't be as successful as it is if it wasn't a positive thing. That's just it.
And like I said, with the proof thing, it's in the people that represent us and talk about us. When you've got only just a small fraction that have anything negative to say, but everybody else, it's just this overwhelming majority. Like, no, we really love this, and we appreciate this whole thing for being around and getting me through this hard time or whatever.
Mhm.
So that means a lot.
Definitely.
All right, man. Say your goodbyes.
Oh, well, first off, thank you to all the guests for joining us tonight. Really appreciate that. It was great to catch up with all you guys. Again, quick shout out to Skidmark for showing up today and doing some rounds with me. That was nice meeting you and pleasure to train with you. I'll be at Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu on Wednesday, 5 to 7 p.m. And again on Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. Stop in, get some training with me. It's located in Vancouver, Washington. Also, keep an eye out for my other podcast, FOB. I have a couple guests lined up for this week. I've been interviewing some promoters, some local talent, just trying to get out there a little bit more and make some good, solid connections. So that's been really fun. Big shout out to Red Fox, love of my life, thank you for helping me and allowing me to do all this stuff. And shout out to my daughter, love her. I forgive you, Zeus, for ruining my eye. So we're all good on that. And November 15th, NWC event. That's the next one. It's located in Vancouver, Washington. Tickets are on sale now. I believe I'll be cornering one. Maybe I'll be cornering. We'll see how that goes. That's pretty much all I have for right now. What do you got, boss?
Oh, geez. I mean, I've got my, standard, hey, thank you, fighters. You guys are awesome. You guys are what the eyes are on. This whole thing is like people are tuning in to see you guys fight each other. So shout out to you guys, the fans. You guys are tuning in to watch these fighters.
Mhm.
and the staff. You guys are coming together to make it all work, and appreciate you all so much.
Mhm.
Shout out Mandy Bear. I
As
can't,
always. Yep.
I can't forget that.
You better not
Um,
forget that. Yeah.
I've caught you a couple times,
Yeah,
so
I know. Yeah, I'm doing my best to help you out too, bro.
um, and like just in shout out to like the support. I want to say this really quick. Like I would say in the last few weeks, month, we'll say month, a lot of people have really shown some really positive support. That goes a long way with just kind of how I feel about the whole situation. I was maybe, maybe down a little bit about it, but then I get some messages from people and it's like, wow, I'm this means a lot more to people than I even realize, and I'm not going to let stuff get me down, and it's really helped me, keep that really positive image or keep that really positive mind frame and moving forward. And I have no doubts that we're just going to keep pushing and growing, and great things are going to come. Um and the support, the people that were there that said something, and the opposite of that, the ones that kicked me while I was down, I'll never forget that. The people that said, well, I'm not going to dwell on that too much, but that was even more like hurtful and insulting and that kind of stuff when it happened, because I just was in a more, I guess, vulnerable spot, and it's like, oh, opportunity to
Some salt on the wound type shit.
yeah, like,
Yeah, snakes,
you
bro.
know
Snakes.
some people said nothing, which, I mean, that kind of said something too.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
Yeah, like you said, it is what it is now. We're moving forward, and we've been getting a bunch of love, and big shout
yeah,
out to all the continued supporters and the new supporters. What's it been, about 15,000? You said roughly
20
20,000.
in 4 days.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that
mean,
overwhelming, man, overwhelming. And that's just testament to what it is you're doing. What you're doing for not just the channel, but what you're doing for the fight community. There's a lot of, you get so much support because of what you put into this. You're getting a lot of independent competitors. You're giving them hope. You're giving them connections. You're giving them opportunities, and they recognize that. Even if think about how hard it is for certain people to communicate. They really can't, but they show their support by showing up to the events,
yeah,
giving you the respect that you deserve, helping share the videos, helping like the things, commenting on stuff.
yeah,
they
that's
they
all support.
contribute that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that stuff
Sharing
doesn't go
stories,
unnoticed.
pictures, whatever, like, just
Mhm.
even if it's like your profile picture on your Facebook, like, I see somebody that does that, and it's like, oh man, like, this meant enough to them that they put that as their profile picture.
Mhm.
Like, that yeah,
Yeah.
that's really nice to see. So yeah, no, there's definitely no shortage of support for us, as for what we're doing, and the impact we're making
Yeah.
on everything. And I feel like the more we grow, the more we make interactions with, like you said, you're forming connections with people, as
Mhm.
am I. I'll
Mhm.
meet people, and you know I've never had somebody meet me in person and be an asshole. I've always, like, maybe they're a little apprehensive at first, but
Mhm.
once they speak to me and I explain, hey guys, like, hey, this is kind of our goal. This is what we're doing. This is how we're helping everybody in the area, and usually it's like, well, okay, I didn't really think about it that way, or that's a great take on it. And I think, you win people over when you have
Mhm.
conversations like that. So
And I think, like you said, because of everything that's coming out with the documentary, it's going to be coming out, all the behind the scenes stuff that's been out there, people are
really
really
gonna show.
getting a different idea what the scrapyard is, and they're getting rid of a lot of those misconceptions of what backyard fighting is. Like, this is not some standard average, backyard organization. Like, this is a put together event that it brings together a lot of individuals. I mean, like I said, upwards
Yeah.
of 100 people plus sometimes that come together every month. There isn't an event. Most amateur events, they do an event maybe every 3 months. You're
With
hosting an
how many
event
fights?
exactly with like 12 to 16 fights tops.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how long they're going in between events. We're pulling 25 plus on freaking just last month in the rain,
Yeah,
and
who would want to come out and fight in the rain?
who's coming and doing that? Yeah, exactly.
I
20,
mean,
25 plus matches.
50 plus people got in the ring and fought in the
Yeah.
rain or whatever. And
I was just speaking with the promoter this week and how he told me he had to push his event back because he lost I think it was 6 or 7 matches. He lost the week of his event, which then cut his event in half, which means he only had like 12 matches altogether for this event. And like that's half. 12 matches is actually half of one of our events. And sometimes it's even less than half.
Mhm.
And we're fielding just the same amount of competitive, exciting matches that you're going to get at your local amateur show. I mean, we're
And
doing all levels here.
I need to reiterate that it's not a competition with these organizations because these fighters, they come out and fight out here and then they try to find gyms and then they can eventually be fighting in these amateur promotions and stuff. So guys, if you're a promotion, you're like, man, I'm not getting any fighters to fight for my promotion. Like we're trying to get people involved in combat sports so that we can push them in directions of gyms and, ultimately fill up these cards that you guys are putting on, the casino shows, the bigger name stuff. And so like it's starting out at we're starting out at a lower level, but we're trying to like recruit, to help out the fight community. And you got to see it that way because think about it. If a random 18-year-old comes out here, signs up to fight and he fights another 18-year-old and he's like, man, I thought I could fight better than I actually could. I need some training. Fire Chicken, what do you think? I'm gonna be like, hey man, I know you're down this area. Go train at this gym. And maybe the gym will be cool with us, maybe not, but it's nice if they are. But if not, maybe they move on, maybe they fight amateur, maybe they eventually go professional, and they might, remember like, hey, we gave them that chance, we got them hooked, we got them into the fight game.
Yeah. And that like we were saying, that networking is so important for those gyms out there because I don't like sending people to gyms where I don't know the reputation of that gym because we're talking about combat here. I don't want to send somebody somewhere and them get, if I don't know the facility, they get injured. I feel like that's on me. Like they went there based off my recommendation and then they got hurt. So I really do like to know, the instructor. I like to know how things are run. I like to, be familiar with them before I make any recommendations. And I just think that that's the smartest way to go about it. And I know you're the same way. It's like, but we're open to making these connections so that we can do those recommendations.
I honestly don't want to have
guys.
any negative experience. Well, I wouldn't say experience. I don't want to have any negative animosity or anything like that with any of the fight promoters or gyms around the area. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, you got to figure like, okay, maybe there's some bigger places out there that, they're not going to be maybe not wanting to send their fighters out here. Maybe their fighters are all pro or whatever, but you could still kind of be like, I'm okay with it because I know what it is. And maybe some of those guys will eventually make it out to here. You just got to see it for what it is. And sometimes it's coming out and experiencing it in person. I mean, we've had a number of professional fighters and gym owners and, promoters come out here and see this live and in person. And I can tell you, like every one of them, their opinion afterwards has been like way better than what they thought before they came out.
100%, bro. 100%. And it's only getting better. Like I said, there's the sky's the limit for the scrapyard. I mean, it's growing every day. So, I can't wait. I can't wait for the 2026 year. Honestly, we're not even done with this year, but I can't wait for this 2026 year.
January's, man,
huge things,
January's
bro.
always a big pop-off event. You know, there's
Mhm.
like if we go through like our calendar and we look at certain months, it's like, yeah, January's always a big one. That's a fresh start to the year.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say
know,
the resolutions. A lot of guys are like, "Oh, one of my resolutions is getting out there and doing a match."
July
And
is usually a big one, or July is
right
always a
there,
big one. October, you know, for whatever reason, I think maybe it's just because of the Halloween thing. That one's
Halloween's
always a big
always
one.
fun. Yeah.
But also December, we got to do a podcast where we go through the entire 2025 year. We talk about pretty much all the big things that
Mhm.
happened, and
Expecting
of course,
another
probably during the
2.5
year.
hour podcast in December. Be ready for that, guys.
You say 24-hour
I
podcast?
said another 2.5 hour podcast in December. Well, we can go 24 hours if we're doing the stream. We're looking at a live 24-hour stream. Let's do it, man.
Hey, you know, we could do. I don't know what the limit is. It
Yeah.
might be 12 hours, but I could do something where people could pop on and different people could rotate out, and it could just be. But
Let's
we'll
line them
see.
up. We'll see. We'll
Maybe,
talk
maybe.
about that. That's
Yeah.
not for the audience. We'll figure that out.
All right, Nate.
Anyways.
Thank you for the great show tonight, and you know, everyone that tuned in tonight. Appreciate you guys. Everyone that came on the show. All righty.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Have yourself a good night, and I'll see you soon. Okay.
All right. See you later.
Later, bro.